right, welcome to Eastern Hancock High School, and we'll have a view of the field here in just a moment. But we're here for our varsity contest. It's homecoming here in Charlottesville, and we should have some halftime festivities here in a little bit. Eagles last week, or I guess I should introduce who we're playing. Eastern Hancock's playing Heritage Christian tonight, and this is a sectional opponent. And so the Eagles last week suffered their first loss of the season against Guerin Catholic, 7-31, after handedly winning over Crawfordsville and Shenandoah the first 2 weeks. The Royals last week lost a nail-biter that literally came down the last play with no time on the clock at Centerville, 22-21, literally right down to the last yard. They defeated Frankton and North Decatur by 20-point margins those first 2 weeks. Royals' opponents so far are combined 6-0. And I guess we're getting ready to do national anthem, so we're going to pause for that, and then we'll return. It's the band, so we'll go ahead and keep it on. All right, I don't know how well you could hear that, but that was the Eastern Hancock Band under the direction of Adam Eaton. As we were mentioning, the Royals, the opponents they've played so far are pretty solid opponents. They were 6-0 in the games not involving the Royals, so it's been a pretty decent schedule for the Royals. Eagles are led by sophomore running back Elijah Pimentel.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yes. On offense with his 162 yards per game rushing. On defense, they're led by senior Colin Jones with 12 tackles per game. Royals are led by sophomore running back Mark Kuby on offense. He's got 7 touchdowns over the last 2 games. I believe 8 over the last of the season. I think he's got 8 already.
Yeah, he's got quite a few there.
I believe I was talking to Coach Gallion. I think it's the most rushing touchdowns anyone's ever had in the first 3 games. On defense, junior Gabe Johnson leads the Royals in tackles at 10 per game. Both are led by sophomore quarterbacks named Elijah. So should be an interesting contest. I know this has been a kind of a difficult one for the Royals in the past. The Heritage Christian has kind of dominated this series.
Yeah.
They've won all 7 contests, and I think the closest one's like 17 points. So
yeah, hard to argue against the word dominance there.
Yeah, and that game I specifically remember if it was just a turnover. I feel like each game it's been a lot of turnovers that's been the difference.
Yeah.
And then like turnovers have been the difference, and so it's really important that we kind of take care of the ball. Let me check and see if I think our camera's back now, so we'll get – there we go. We can see what's going on the field so far. And the announcers today, I'm Joe Paxton. Cole Allen's here with me again. And got a few things we want to go through before we get started. Players to watch for the Royals. I kind of chose Garrett Shaw. He's seems to be always around the ball, tackling on defense as in that safety position. He had a big interception last week, and he's third on the team in tackles. So he seems to be just getting better and better from week to week. And then Colin Jones is a senior. They're a leader on defense for them. He's going to be number 56. And you're going to see his number a lot in the backfield. He has lots of tackles for loss, and he's very disruptive to other teams' offenses. So, you got to. He's one that I think. Hopefully, we don't say his name a lot.
Right. Yeah.
But he's one that typically on film is an impact player for them on defense.
Yeah, it's interesting, I think, that you picked two defensive players here, or predominantly defensive players, because you kind of have that feel almost like the North Decatur game where it might come down to what defense can get some stops and give their offense a little bit of momentum to continue running through the game.
Right.
I think both offenses have the ability and the skill to put the points on the board to win the games, but ultimately I think tonight might come down to the defensive side of the ball.
Right. And then we kind of just look at the schedule so far. I kind of mentioned Frankton and North Decatur, they haven't lost a game other than their game against the Royals. And then Centerville is undefeated at 3-0 with that tough loss last week. Then you have Heritage Christian's schedule. They beat Crawfordsville pretty easily. Shenandoah game was pretty close. It was 0-0 after 6-0.
Yeah.
And if you watch that game, Shenandoah really moved the ball pretty well against Heritage Christian.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get in the end zone, or they'd turn it over at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So that was a much even closer game than that 19-0. And then ran into a pretty good team there in Garin Catholic, who they just had a hard time getting anything going on offense.
Yeah, Garin brings a pretty good team year in and year out, so, I'm not surprised by that one.
And their team leaders here for both teams, there on the left is the Royals, passing led by Elijah Eden for the Royals, and the Eagles, Eli Nix, both sophomores. One thing you notice about Nix, I think they like to get him out of the pocket. He doesn't throw deep a lot, but he will throw deep at least a couple times, I'm sure, tonight.
Yeah.
But they like to get him out of the pocket, and there's some players that he likes to hit. That Andrew Sloan, he kept showing up number 1, so I'd watch for him quite a bit there, receiving as well. Mark Kuby's been, we already kind of mentioned it, had an awesome start to his sophomore year. Hopefully that can continue tonight. Eli had a great game against Frankton. We haven't passed the ball as much since Frankton, so that's why our receiving and passing numbers have dropped a little bit since then. Also, Heritage Christian's stats are through 2 games. Their Garin Catholic game is not included in these stats.
Okay.
Which makes it really impressive. You look at the Colin Jones tackles, 24 tackles there.
Through 2 games is extraordinary.
And 4 sacks.
Yeah.
And so
it's on the way to a really good season.
Yeah. So those are some leaders to watch for. I do want to mention something when we get a chance here on the Dents pregame show, Dents Automotive pregame show. On Monday, they're doing a little event, and I'm going to play that video for you now.
On 9/11, we invite all heroes to join us for Pakistan's Night. Please RSVP to Quarry Rainbow. We look forward to seeing you there.
All right, so September 11th, the volleyball team is playing Randolph Southern. They're inviting all kind of emergency personnel to come out to the volleyball game and then be recognized between the JV and varsity game, kind of to commemorate 9/11 and to recognize the heroes. So if you can make it out to that, contact Coach Corey Rainbolt. And I didn't see who won the toss there.
Heritage Christian is going to receive. I'm not sure who necessarily won, but Heritage Christian will receive to start, and then the Royals will get it to start the second half.
And you never really, because that's all simulated.
Right.
That's for the crowd to see what happens. So they do the toss way earlier, the actual toss.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get a pretty good idea here right off the bat if the Royal defense is ready to play.
Yep.
And hold up against the pretty potent offense here of Heritage Christian.
The Royals are in blue uniforms, gray pants, white and blue helmet. They'll be kicking from left to right. Heritage Christian in their white jerseys, black pants, and a black helmet with a blue H on it. Or is it H or a number? I think it may be a number now. Sometimes it's been an H, and some years it's been a number.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from up here.
Yeah. So here we go. And do have chat available on Facebook and YouTube that we can see. We'll have a trivia question between the third and fourth period. So here's Aaron Redmond with the kick, and it's kind of a low liner. It's going to be played by number 5, and he's the one we need to watch. I'm going to mess up his name a million times.
Elijah Pimentel.
Pimentel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this one. So Pimentel with the return, and the Eagles start off here. And we'll be interested to see. I think they like to throw some misdirection things. They'll throw it in the flat. They'll get, like I said, Nick's out in space. So it'll be interesting to see how they start this drive. And another interesting thing I'll mention after this play.
Quick wide receiver screen out there to number 1. That would be Andrew Sloan. Yep. Good for a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards there.
And he's one we saw a lot on film. Like when you can tell they're both sophomores, so probably Nix and Sloan have a little bit of comfort level with each other. Right. Here's the defensive starters: Evan Wheeler, Logan Hoskins, Joe Hollenball, Ethan Carter, Dom Shelby, Aiden Trueblood, Gabe Johnson, Cameron Voles, Garrett Shaw, Caden Willis, and Dylan Bowman. As Nix is in the shotgun, brings Jones in, and he hands off to Pimentel right up the middle.
Cut back there.
And it's going to be a good pickup of about
another 5 or so.
Yep.
Maybe 7.
Yep. It's going to be about 1.5 yards, maybe short. So 3rd and 1.5 yards. Both teams have pretty good punter in Redmond and Ham for the Eagles. So if it does come down to kicking and punting, it should be pretty solid. Here's a handoff to Pimentel. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to get the first.
Royals brought a little bit of pressure there right up the middle, so not surprised that he was able to pick up that first down. You don't get your middle linebackers flowing over as easy, but good job there by Caden Willis, and I believe it was Gabe Johnson out there on that side to help kind of wrap Pimentel up and not limit the damage there.
Yeah, and Pimentel's got that little shiftiness. He can pop out. Another running back number we'll see later, number 22, Johnson, kind of the same type of back. Pimentel right up the middle. We got good a little pressure. Yep.
Aiden Trueblood able to get in there and create some pressure. Good first play there on this first set of downs for the Royals on defense.
So, as soon as he had the ball, we were right there. So, looked like Wickard's coming in and Hoskins coming out. Really nice. I didn't go over the weather, but it's a nice 70 degrees, partly cloudy. And a slight wind. Says our mics are kind of quiet. Oh. All right, pass out to the that's Jones. And he tries to shed off tacklers, but he couldn't. There's a couple Joneses. This is
Isaac.
That's Isaac.
Yep.
And we mentioned Colin as well. Primarily a defensive player, Colin. Isaac plays a little both. He'll play offense and defense.
I believe Colin's in there on the line right now.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Yep. I think you're right.
So maybe not so much of a skill guy, but another big body who's able to get to move well and move guys around. They got him starting at left tackle, it looks like.
So a 3rd and about 8 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch to Pimentel, and he's going to get it. Wow, tough runner there.
Yeah, Pimentel's going to be one tonight that the Royals are going to have to take down on the first or second hit. Even as a second hitter, you got to be ready to wrap up and take it down immediately because he'll bounce off tackles and keep those feet churning for as many yards as he can pick up.
And new set of downs here. Got Bryant and Peliconda up on this side, and Nix is going to throw deep, and there's nobody there. Sloan has it, and he steps out of bounds. So
what a break for the Royals. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I got the
sidelines looking out there towards the field. Looks like Willis just loses him out there. I don't even know if that's the design play or not. I think it may have been just a situation where the two make eye contact and he's off to the races. Luckily for the Royals, he steps out and saves the Royals from a touchdown there. Because there is nobody. No one was catching him if he stayed in bounds.
Nope. And that Nix to Sloan connection's already been big already for the Eagles. Looks like Pimentel's in the back with Nix. Nix does hand it off to Pimentel. He makes a nice cut. He's kind of small back there, so he's probably hard to find for the lineman.
Yeah, not super tall, but it's very shifty and quick and has a nice burst of speed once he gets some open field.
And this is a young Heritage Christian team. Their quarterback's a sophomore. Pimentel's a sophomore. Sloan, who we just saw, just couldn't stay in bounds receiver. He's a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
So a young team here in the Eagles. They have some senior leaders and juniors you're going to see impact the game, but pretty young at the skill positions. And Nick's back with Pimentel.
Royals bring some pressure up the middle. Ooh, Gabe Johnson not able to get it. Dom Shelby hands just can't get there.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like we had hands up there, just over the outstretched hands.
Good tackle there by Bowman and Shaw.
Now, got 7 minutes here in the first quarter. And Nick's back in the shotgun. Pimentel on his right. He's going to hand it off to Pimentel to the left side. He's going to make a cut
out there.
And really, he's getting about 5 yards before he's touched. Mm-hmm. And so we got to find a way to kind of control that edge, I think.
Yeah, Jones out there on the edge that we talked about, focusing on defense, sets the edge really well, and lets Pimentel, or allows Pimentel to get out there and pick up the first down.
So a nice drive here by the Eagles, just marching it right down the field.
Mm-hmm.
The one big play could have done it, but they've just been nickel and diming it for the most part. And two backs in. Pimentel gets a draw-like play, and he just gets away from us in the backfield and makes it. Oh, he fumbled! Ball's loose. I think the Royals got it. As Pimentel just kind of jumped around. And let's see if we got it on replay. And the Royals do. So huge turnover there. Looking like he's about to score. And the ball's popped. Who is that? I'm trying to see
That's
who
Hoskins.
put his heads in there. Yep.
Hoskins initially has the contact and can't get him, and then follows him and whiffs him again, and then just ends up in the right space at the right time to recover that fumble.
Yep, he kind of was falling down, and the ball went underneath him as he was falling down. We'll take it. So now the Royals have a long way to go on the 4-yard line. And shotgun by Eden in the going to hand it off to QB, and he does get out to the about 5 to 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
So
just trying to create some breathing room here. Don't need anything special, just trying to pick up a first down and give yourselves off the goal line.
Yeah. So it's another shotgun with QB in the back. And there's the way to get some room. Here's the starters while we got a little flag delay here. Elijah Eden at quarterback, Mark Kuby at running back, Aaron Redmond, Eli Manship, and Dylan Bowman at the receiver positions. Caden Rubel at tight end, offensive line, Ethan Carter, Logan Hoskins, Jacob Wickard, Braden Hill, and Carson Smith. So a few changes in the lineup from last week.
Mm-hmm.
As Eden's in the shotgun, and Rubel was in motion. They hand it to QB off the right side. He does break the first tackle, but not the second or third. And then a late flag, and I already got the flag button on, so we'll.
Perfect. My guess would be some kind of face mask there.
Yeah, it seemed to be some kind of a tackle penalty. We will have down and distance as soon as the sun goes down. Oh, they called holding against the Royals.
Don't remember seeing anybody around him.
It was very late.
Yeah, kind of a nonchalant flag there. He just kind of dropped it.
So after getting a little bit of room, they're once again back inside their own 10, maybe even inside the 5.
Yeah, I think we're all the way back to the 4-yard line right where we started. Looks like a 2nd and 10.
So Elijah's going to throw it out to Manship, and Manship nearly breaks away, but good tackle. Hangs on to him. Let's try to get better at the replays here.
Just a good quick route there by Manship, able to pick up a good 7 or 8 yards there for the Royals. Again, just a little bit of breathing room, able to bring up a 3rd and very manageable here for the Royal offense.
Just past the halfway point of the first quarter. They're going to hand it off to QB. He does have some space as he makes a move, but a nice tackle there by number 81, Isaac Nelson.
I think that's 2 in a row by Nelson, or Nelson's been in on a couple there.
But QB does get a first down.
Yeah, good play there, good play design. Kind of taking Jones out of the play. Smith was able to get him just out of the way enough for QB to find that hole and cut it up for the first down.
And now Eden back with QB on his left, Manship on the near side. And we have a timeout called by Coach Echeverria. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
One thing I love about 9 Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. Encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9 Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is.
All right, welcome back after the timeout. And I just realized I don't have the timeout graphics on there. We'll get that at halftime. Reset. Royals used their first timeout. Yeah. Eden back with QB. And the handoff to QB. He makes a cut.
That's a little bit of room.
Yeah.
Jones in there for the tackle.
And pickup of about 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your weekly reminder: never click on links and Facebook or YouTube comment or chats. So here we go. 2nd and 7. No big plays really for either team, really. Just nearly. I don't think so. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think that was 31 there for the Eagles. 31, Brady Heiler. I believe Heiler. There to make a play, get his hands up, and get a tip on the ball.
Manship nearly came down with it.
Yeah,
this is
just
a long replay.
Just almost.
But he couldn't.
Not
I
quite.
think, yeah, he definitely let go of it.
Ground helped him a little bit, but good effort there by Manship nonetheless.
All right.
Get some pressure.
Oh, what kind of penalty is that?
It looks like it might be a hold.
Yeah, it's backed by the quarterback.
Incomplete pass there.
And Colin Jones was back there, so I think caused it.
Yeah.
I do. Our camera doesn't see the cheerleaders, so our camera is automatic, so it's following people on the field. So there's no way to be able to do that. Plus, we have to get our sponsors, and we have a requirement of how many to get in. And what was that?
I think they just declined it, would be my guess.
Okay,
just
gotcha.
declined it, takes it to 4th down, puts them at 4th and 7, and too deep in their own territory for the Royals to think about going it for at this point in the game. So you'll see Redmond back here to punt it away.
Right. And back is Vaughn Johnson. Oh, and a bad snap. And
no.
No, that's going to be a big play for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I didn't hit the replay button probably early enough. Yep, yeah, I guess I did. So here is.
Just sends it wide right. And Redmond's able to get there, but he's not able to have enough time to control it and get a boot back on it. Eagle recovery there puts them in prime scoring positions on the 2 or 3 yard line there.
It's almost back to where they were when they.
4 or 5. Yeah, where the Royals began their drive. Exactly, just about.
So turnovers. We talked about it early in the pregame that turnovers have not been in the Royals' favor in these Heritage Christian games.
No.
And
the Royals will need to play a pretty clean game from here on out to give themselves a good shot at winning this game.
And there's Vaughn Johnson right there, and he's going to get out to the outside, and they do a good job stringing him out.
Yep, stretched him out really well. It's a long play, long drawn-out play there.
So you'll see Johnson play a little bit, and Pimentel. They kind of both share the load of the running back duties. The 2nd and 5 from the 5. And the snap is to Vaughn. He's going to get bottled up. Nowhere. So good job by the Royals getting in the backfield pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnson really had nowhere.
Yeah.
So defense trying to put in a tough spot here, trying to hold. 3rd and goal from about the
8 or 9, it
8.
looks like from here, yeah. Interesting to not see Pimentel on the field right now. I don't know if it might be a strategic play there by the coach or maybe a quick lesson for him to keep a little bit tighter grasp on that ball, but he's over there on the sideline with no helmet on.
Yeah, I think we have a quick timeout here. I mean, in some of the games we saw they're pretty fairly equal
Balanced.
in the amount of attempts.
Yeah. So it could just be a per drive kind of thing.
Right. So we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
All right, we're coming back from the timeout. 0-0. Teams kind of trade turnovers.
Yeah. 3:13 left here in the first quarter. Royals doing a good job here in short field, trying to dig their heels in and just keep the Eagles out.
I would keep track of Sloan here, and here there's Nix. He's going to throw it up, and
I think an interception. Bowman grabs it, and they called a touchback. They do call the interception.
Man, what? He went up with one hand.
One hand. A little OBJ action there.
I think he was going to Sloan. I think that is one on the side, on that side. And Bowen just outjumps him, I think. Will be delayed for this replay, but yeah. He just one-hands it.
I think that's Carter there as a left defensive tackle there for the Royals, able to get in there and create some pressure. And even with the jump, I think helps make Nix throw that ball up just a little bit higher to allow the defense to swarm under it. Really good play and catch there by Bowman.
And quite the break after the horrible special teams play. Kind of put him in a bad spot. So great job, good credit to the defense stepping up there.
Yeah, Royals going tight here. Have a tight end not normally seen here. Oh, and Mark just trips. I think he just slips on the grass or trips over his own feet there.
Good yard carry for the Royals. Slips in the backfield. Think about a 1 yard loss in the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Royals.
You can go ahead. I'm going to mess with scoreboard stuff.
I think we just got a little bit of miscommunication here between the refs. This ref on the far sideline saying it should be back. The ref on our home sideline likes it where it is, so they leave it. Still on the 20-yard line for the Royals. Back in that tight package. Rubel in motion. Handoff back to Rubel, back off to QB, and not much again there. Back to the line of scrimmage. Interesting to see the tight package out of the Royals, as Echeverry is usually known for his spread offense and wanting to get out and go quickly. So just an interesting note there.
Makes you wonder if that's from the Shenandoah tape. Shenandoah had a lot of success running on them in the tight formations.
Yeah. Oh, what a pass and grab. Rubel off and scamper, and he's still on his feet. Can he beat number 2? Oh, I think that's got to be a horse collar. It is. He brings him all the way down from his horse collar. That was number 2 there on the tackle, Isaiah Stevens, but also is going to get penalized. Great pass and catch here on the replay. You watch Rubel, he's in the backfield, and he's just going to sneak out. Great look off by Edon, and as the 2 Heritage Christian players go up to try and make a play, Rubel's able to just go up and grab it and come down with it, and then he's got room to run.
And we didn't see the penalty. I only have so much time. Either Rubel's got to run faster or, or he's not going to get that long of a replay.
Stevens had to reach out pretty far to catch him. He was just, I think that was about all he could do to save the touchdown, which if it comes down to the penalty or a touchdown, I think as a coach you always take the penalty and give your defense a chance to again, put your heels in the ground and just see if you can't make a play. Originally, he had got him down around the 10-yard line. Should be about half the distance to the goal. So you should see the Royals start here first down and about 5.
Might be the easiest horse collar call ever made.
Yes, yeah, that one is one that refs dream about because most of the time they aren't horse collars, and everybody wants it to be. And I think everybody here tonight and anybody who was watching it could see that was pretty clearly a horse collar. Again, you got a different package here. You got Braden Sullivan back here at quarterback. He sends Bowman in motion, and another miscue on the snap. Sullivan able to pick it up, but he's going to be taken down for a major loss. Put back at the 22.
I'm sorry, I was watching this, and it was so delayed. I didn't even realize we'd snapped it.
So a couple of miscues on the snaps here. Bowman in motion, and again, this one just goes left of him. First one for Redmond on the punt goes far right. This one goes far left. Forces Royals out of their prime location on the 4 or 5 yard line and puts them back outside of the red zone, actually, at the 21 or 22 yard line.
We can't really shoot ourselves in the foot here.
Yeah. Yeah, after big plays, you need to put a nail in the coffin. After talking, hold on here.
What's the change?
Offsides on defense. Wow.
Wow.
A gigantic break for the Royals.
Didn't even see this flag
I didn't
here.
know, not at all.
It's down in the corner.
Can't even hardly see it. Wow. What a break for the Royals. Again, it'll be inched just another yard closer or so. Puts the Royals back on 2 or 3 yard line at this point, and wow.
Having some freezing up of our camera, so I'm aware of it.
Royals just go back to their normal package. Edon's back in quarterback, QB there to his side at running back. Still in the tight formation with Sullivan at tight end and Rubel just in the backfield off the line.
A minute left in the first quarter.
Snaps clean, hand off to QB straight up the middle. He's fighting. No signal. There it is. Royal touchdown. And another one for Mark Kuby on the year.
I believe it's 9th touchdown.
Good blocking there from the front 5 or 6 there of the Royals. And a good fight there from Kuby because initially I don't think they were going to give it to him, and then he had to kind of stomp around as he had one leg tied up and able to stick the ball out or just lean in enough to get the call.
All right, now what do we do? It looks like we're going for 2.
Yeah, they got them lined up in the 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if they shift here and go back into our kicking formation, but we'll see here. Direct snap to Bowman, a little pop pass, no! Rejected, and Eagles come up with it, but in high school you can't return on an extra point, so that'd be a no good 2-point attempt for the Royals. Almost think if Bowman just runs it there, he probably picks it up, but
yeah,
I'm sure that was the design play call, so
right.
Bowman sticks with what coaches call, and I think you can probably see Gallion talking to him now saying, if you can get in the end zone, we'd rather you just run it rather than throw it. But
right. So
thanks for listening.
The big play right there by Rubel, pass from Elijah Eden to Caden Rubel was and then the horse collar call.
Yeah.
The Royals take advantage and
yeah.
Get off to a 6-0 lead here.
Yeah. And I may have overplayed that it was a relief for the Royals to get that offsides penalty for the Eagles, and it's more like another miscue for the Eagles here tonight. Probably another pretty big mistake there that you could go back and look at the end of the game and say, well, there in the first quarter, kind of shot ourselves in the foot three separate times, one on the fumble, one interception, and then a pretty good offsides penalty there that puts the Royals back in primetime position to score.
All right. So the Royals lead. And I do want to mention, if we get a chance here, Coach Cody Hibbert putting together a Halloween golf scramble. And it's to help support the EH Boys Golf Program. I hope to pull that up again later and talk about it a little bit more. But that's October 28th at Arrowhead, and Coach Hibbert guarantees great weather here.
What a nice guy.
Well, that's going to be picked up by the up guy. And goes nowhere. He went in the crowd and stopped.
Evan Wheeler there with a vicious tackle.
And
was flying downfield and wrapped him up.
so hopefully the defense builds off what they did last time.
Yeah.
That last defensive series by the defense was just textbook.
Yeah.
Perfect what we needed in the situation.
Huge. Instead of being down 6-0 at the end of the first, it appears we'll be up with 43.7 seconds left, but appears, unless something crazy happens here, that the Royals will go into the first quarter with the lead. Handoff there to Pimentel, able to pick up 4 or 5 yards there for the Eagles on first down.
We're getting maybe one more play.
Yeah. Eagles don't have to run one here. They may be just happy enough to get out of the first quarter after a couple of pretty big miscues. Quarterback Nix is coming rushing on the field, though, and 15 seconds is just enough time to get off one last play for the Eagles.
Oh, they could try to draw here.
Yeah. Fake pass to Pimentel and just over the hands, I should say, of Daniel Palaconda.
Yeah.
Sorry if we're butchering that.
But Nix's throw was just a little too high.
Yeah.
3rd and 6,
and this is one, as a coach, as an offensive coach, that one hurts because you want one play to end the first quarter. You don't want to put yourself in a 3rd and 7 position where you have to run another play right there at the quarter before you can talk to your guys. So at least for me, it's more of a headache.
And the snap,
Nix takes it.
And good pass and catch.
Yep.
And that's Sloan
making moves.
Yep, spinning, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Eastern Hancock Royals leading 6-0. And while we're here, let's go ahead and just talk about that some more. So, Coach Hibbert, they're trying to buy some proceeds, polos, gears, and equipment, and then the big thing, the golf simulator.
Yeah,
is kind of a carrot out there that they really want to purchase down the line at some point, and this is a fundraiser to try to reach that goal. And so I believe it's $280 per team, and all the proceeds will go to the EH Golf team and kind of help their program. And Coach Hibbert's done a great job building that program from,
Yeah.
Usually it was just hard to get enough players to play.
Yep.
And now he's got a bus full.
Yeah.
So
a bus full and having to turn some kids away. So
yeah, so he's done a great job building it. And so he just wants a little help fundraising to see if he can continue to build it and maybe take that next step, next level.
You think if we donate enough that we'll get a unlimited lifetime pass?
To play on the golf simulator?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Indiana winters are a little harsh, and I like to get my swing on still come December or January.
We may need to talk to him about that. EH Sports Networks, if we promote it enough.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Pimentel on the left side. Yeah.
Good wrap up and tackle.
He's reaching for the ball.
Again, you don't want to see that as a coach. Shaw again in there to make a tackle. I think he was down if we went back and looked at the replay. We don't need to, but I think if we were to go back and look, you'd see he was down. It just the ground kind of helped force it out of him. But again, as a coach, you don't want to see that ball leave your running back's hands ever. So to see it kind of do it twice here in the first half is not great.
Sloan and Willis on this side.
Going to be a timeout here for Heritage Christian. A little bit of a miscommunication there, I think, on the play call. Not everybody's on the same page.
We're really close to that sun going down and being able to get the scoreboard set up properly. All right. We kind of mentioned it. I'm not going to play the commercial, but on Monday, September 11th, the volleyball team is playing against Randolph Southern, and they're hosting a Pack the Stands night, with heroes, and they're wanting a lot of any emergency personnel to come out to the game, be recognized between the JV and varsity contest, and kind of commemorate 9/11, and then get our heroes kind of recognized in the community and kind of thank them for their service in our community. So veterans, police officers, as well as medical staff and firemen. So here's Nix. He's going to go deep. And he's open.
He's got, is that Jones down there?
Yep. Yeah, Isaac Jones.
Isaac Jones down there again with nobody around him.
Yeah, that's twice that we've just kind of let somebody go.
Yeah.
And that's and that he will throw it deep every time, but he doesn't throw it often, but he will throw it a couple times a game. And
yeah.
And
I think he just slides in behind there, and Willis doesn't quite see him and runs through with the other wide receiver there in the middle of the field. But yeah, another miscue there in the secondary for the Royal defense.
So here we got Nix hands it off to Pimento. And he just dances around back there, and he's going to pick up. Oh, he just kind of bullied his way there to 9 yards.
Yeah, Wheeler was there and kind of lost him and wasn't sure where he went, and just had his back turned right as he could have been making the tackle. But hard one there for a defensive lineman.
Voles kind of had to finish him at the end.
Yeah, really had to wrestle him to the ground. I think Coach Poff would be pretty happy with that one.
We're on the 10. I can't see you, so
You're good.
Wrong one.
Got two backs in the backfield, Pimento and Jones. Nix takes the snap, hand off to Pimento to the left side, stretches it, able to get the first down and more. Reaches for the goal line, and they're going to call him just short. Good tackle there by a swarm of Royal defensive players. Voles was back in there, and I think Dylan Bowman is going to get credited with that tackle. But gives the Eagles first and goal. And they're going to be from the 2-yard line. The Eagles go again with the two-back look. Pimento on the left side, Jones on the right now. Nix takes the snap, handoff back to Pimento, straight up the middle. No signal. And it's going to be short again. We got a second and goal. 2nd and 1, it looks like. Good stop there by the defensive line of the Royals, able to hold out the Eagles.
Well, big play here. Said they can. It's third, right? Third down?
Second. Second. Yeah, that was just first now.
Not as
Handoff back to Pimento, back to the outside. He dances a little bit and is able to punch it in.
So here's that replay. And does a nice job, and he's just keeps his feet moving. And
there in the short field. Jones with a couple good blocks there, able to pick up a couple Royal defenders on his way out there. I think that's what Pimento saw and kind of had him hesitate, but was still able to punch it in there.
So Ham is going to attempt the extra point. Nix to hold.
Up, and it appears that it is through. Yep. Good for the Eagles.
And the Royals are down 6-7. There we go. All right. See if we. We'll talk about homecoming a little bit. We're going to have homecoming festivities. I didn't get to see the pep session. How was the pep session today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of good games. A lot of teachers dancing from what I heard and saw.
Did you dance?
You'd have to go back and watch the live stream on that one.
I don't think we recorded it. I guess we should have done that.
Dang. What a bummer.
So I missed out on that.
Yeah.
But
it was pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty lively time.
No hands set to block for Heritage
Less
Christian.
screaming without middle scores there, I can tell you
Yes,
that. It wasn't
yes.
quite as
Wasn't
loud.
as peppy.
Sure, you could go. You could say peppy. Yeah.
They on the Monday night, the Powder Puff football game was out here on the football field, and the seniors come away with the win.
Mm-hmm.
And Thursday night, Sledgehammer volleyball, and I believe the seniors came away. Juniors won it?
Juniors, seniors played in the championship. Juniors pick it up for a repeat win. Won as sophomores last year. So,
and then the football game tonight, and then a dance tomorrow night.
Bowles takes the kick. Has a couple blockers. Can he find a seam here? Pretty good return for a pretty good or well-kicked ball. Gets it out to the 30 for good starting position for the Royal offense. Since we have a little bit of time here, I'll throw in a plug too as well. Next week, the National Honor Society will be starting a 2-week-long food pantry donation, as well as a penny war the second week. And I believe I need to double check with AD Aaron Spalding to make sure that food donations can be brought in next week to events as pay to get in. But either way, we'd love to have some food donations from the community. So back to the game. James King up the middle there. A good push there. A little bit of extracurriculars there after the play between Collins and Smith, but nonetheless, good run. 5-6 yard pickup there by King. Got Redmond and Manship down here to the near side of the field. You're still in the tight package with Rubel and Sullivan there at tight end. Quick rollout, and Rubel there on the flat, still not able to pick him down. Oh, and that would be 54, Jonah Hufford there to push Rubel out and slaps at the ball. Not very good ball security there from Rubel as he just kind of dangles it out there, but able to pick up the first down and get some positive momentum there back for the Royal offense.
Interesting thing tonight from the game, the Royals are using a drone as their end zone camera, so I can see it hovering over there under the goal line or above the goalpost.
King on the pitch. Oh. Tries to make a cut, and we got some laundry on the field. Should be a holding call. Never a good sign when you see the referee pick up the flag and move it around. So I guess would be a holding call there on the Royals. Out there to the right side, it looks like it would have been one of the wide receivers, either Manship or Redmond there. So bring up first and about 20 there for the Royals. At least it's still first. Still not great to take any kind of holding penalty and set yourself behind the sticks to start a fresh set of downs.
Active penalty will be a first down and 20 for the Royals.
Still got King in the backfield. Manship and Redmond still down here to the near side of the field. Little misdirection. King with a good burst of speed and a great pickup there back on first down. Almost able to pick up all of the penalized yards there. A good 8 or 9 yard pickup brings up 2nd and 11 for the Royals. Kubi back in for King. King getting a breather here real quick, and I would expect him to be put right back in. He's got a good couple runs there for his first ones of the night. Good burst of speed there out of the backfield.
We should be good to go. Timeouts and down and distance should now be working on the scoreboard.
Edon back to pass, feels the pressure, takes off. Still able to find somebody, takes a lick, but able to find Rubel there as his defender comes up to lay the hit on Edon. Everything's clean. First down, Royals.
And a change from we usually seem like we see Rubel running down the middle. tonight's been more in the outs
Yeah.
and the flats
Yeah.
area. So he's been way more effective tonight.
Royals picking up speed here a little bit, and the Eagles not quite ready. Royals try and draw the Eagles offside, and no one bites. Slows it back down. Everybody set. Snap and hand off to Kuby. Ooh.
Ooh, go, go, go. Nice burst.
Not quite sure. I believe that was Brady Heiler there to make contact with Kuby in the backfield, just not able to bring him all the way down. But a good burst of speed there off the right side and able to make contact. But just a good play by Kuby to pick up some extra yards and the whole first down. Good run and pick up there for the Royal offense. Ooh, tried to get him off sides again, and they just stayed onside.
We got almost the halfway point of the second quarter. Oh,
Design
draw.
QB draw, and it's there.
That's a good pickup, though.
Good
First
pickup.
down. That's a difference between tonight and last week. I know you said you didn't see last game, but we caught ourselves in 3rd and long every time.
Yeah, hard to set yourself behind the sticks and find ways to pick up first downs every time on those. So.
And tonight we've been in a much more manageable spot,
Yeah.
I think, so far.
Brings up 2nd and about 4 for the Royals. Rubel in motion, handoff to Kuby to the outside. And he's got some room. Oh! He cuts it back up and runs right into Manship. Almost wish he curls him there, but good safe play. It looks like they're able to pick up the first down here and move the chains once more.
Manship was a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I think he probably just took a knee into the side of the leg there, but shake it off, get it rubbed out on the sideline, and get back in there. Knock on wood here, but I've seen a couple Royal offensive guys with the ball a little farther out than one coach would like to see. So, knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. But if I was the Eagles, I'd be swinging fisted that ball as much as I could. Kuby with a good hard run, still running and moving.
He is right at the goal line, just short. But
he is such a hard runner. And
yeah, he just keeps his legs pumping. They're going to get up here pretty quick, so I might leave this replay. I don't want to miss the touchdown. But right at the goal line, kept pounding away.
Just when you think he's about to go down, he just stays up, finds ways to stay up and keep moving.
Oh.
Nothing happening there for the Royal offense. Collins and a couple other guys there for the Eagles. Isaiah Stevens back there to make a play. Sets the Royals back to about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here. Maybe a little bit farther.
We were at the goal line, so that's a big loss.
Yeah,
there.
that's a pretty big loss right there.
Sullivan's on this side.
A fake handoff there. Edon with some room and scampers in.
All right.
Good play design there.
Yeah.
Get the defense swaying with Kuby, and Elijah able to keep it and pick it up.
Yep, he used his legs there. And Royals take the lead back.
Yeah. Most of that Eagle front, 7 or 8, are all biting and going with Kuby there. No one stays really with the Edon. The only chance that the Heritage Christian has there is to hope that a corner sees it quick enough to get out there. Direct snap here to Sullivan. He's running pretty hard. I can't see a signal.
Yep, they got him.
Okay.
I didn't see it either.
We got a flag on the far side of the field, though.
Oh, I just put the points up.
Talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Must be an interesting one.
Well, it may be one of those. Is it a kickoff?
Assessed on the kickoff, potentially. It depends what it is. I believe.
Don't know that signal.
That's not what that is. I think it's an illegal shift.
That's just saying it counted.
I think he's calling a special package is what that was.
Is that what it was? Field goal.
Yeah. So I think it was an illegal shift, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it was a chop block because they usually go behind the legs for that. So I think it was an illegal shift there for the Royals. I think that'd be about a 5-yard penalty, so that seems about right. So see if Redmond can't pick up the PAT here and just put some more points on the board for the Royals.
He had a 30-yard PAT last week after some penalties.
I'm sorry, did you say PAT?
Yeah, he had a 30-yard PAT.
Alrighty.
And we were down by 1 at the time.
Yeah,
so
you don't see that one very often.
So the Royals take a 13-7 lead here with 4:23 to left. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1900.
That could have been a really bad start to the game.
All right. We're kind of we were just talking during the break about how the Royals flirted with disaster there for a little bit, and now they've come up ahead, and it's going to be that turnover. We got to keep we can't turn it over. We got to win that turnover battle, because in past years that's kind of been our Achilles against Heritage Christian.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be something to watch from both sides of the field. With a young Heritage Christian team and not as much experience or leadership, and if you get down, they haven't played down a ton this year. I know they lost to Guerin Catholic last week, but their other 2 games they won and never really had to worry about a lead, or losing a lead, excuse me. Still movement down there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the ball is.
Just looked like a mosh pit down there.
So,
Palaconda finds a way to get to the ball again, and then gets a pretty decent return there for the Eagles. Puts the ball at the 35. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first half.
And the Royals were on defense to start the game.
Yep. So the Royals will get the Royals will get the ball to start the second half, which is something great that you like to see, especially with the score on the board right now.
So there's Johnson, gets to the outside and
tackled by Johnson. Yep. Just able to trip him up just enough. Garrett in there to make sure that he gets down. Good play there, because it looked like he had the edge at first. Great job by Johnson to flow over and make the tackle.
And 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. Nix takes the snap. He's going to go deep. That's Sloan.
Oh, no.
Gets past Willis. That was danger. So, I think he's thrown it long more times in this game than I've seen him in the other games.
Well, it's hard not to when you keep finding him wide open down the field.
Yes.
Not just a misthrown ball. Sloan just not able to get there. But no denying that is his first target every time that they pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Also watch the timeout situation here. As you get closer to the end of the half, you might see the Royals take a couple to try and get the ball back here. Depending on what happens here, it's 3rd and 10 here for the Eagles. Quick 2 plays. Nix rolls out to the left. He's looking, searching, finds Sloan. We got a flag all the way back here on the near sideline. I still haven't seen a signal yet for a pass or catch. So I don't think it's a complete pass. They're bringing it back to the line of scrimmage, but like I said, we do have a flag back here on the near side of the field. Looks like it's a holding call on the Eagles, if I'm reading that signal correct from up here, which would be a decline option for the Royals. We'd just let them go to 4th down and keep it at 4th and 10.
Yep.
Was a hold on the Eagles. So that is going to be declined by the Royals, and it'll bring up a 4th and 10.
I'm guessing he must have obviously not caught it over there because they didn't signal anything.
Yeah.
But still, I think you finished the signal, right, as an
Oh,
official?
Yeah. I don't think either of those guys over there knew that there was a flag on this side. But, yes, you would love to see a signal
And a punt
from a coaching standpoint and from a fan standpoint.
So Royals force a punt. Now they get a chance to see if they can extend this.
Yeah. Good amount of time left, and like I said, those 2 timeouts come in handy. Snap is clean, punt away. Good air time. Voles is going to field it. Calls for the fair catch.
I like that. That's a good. Don't allow that roll.
Yeah.
Don't allow that roll on the punt.
And starts from pretty good field position. A nice punt there, but, yeah, not allowing that extra roll puts the Royals in prime field position here, just starting on their own 27. Excuse me.
And the defense has really stepped up tonight so far.
Yes. Like we talked about in the pregame, I think defense will be a key for both sides of the ball, and our defense has looked pretty solid, except for that one drive.
Yeah. So 3:16, you put points up here, get the ball, start the second half. That's huge. Making sure
Royals go full spread here. We're no longer tight. Rubel's still in motion here. Another pitch play out to Kubi, and the Royals pick up a couple yards here. Nothing crazy, but a pretty good first play, and we got an Eagle player injured on the field. Take an official timeout and get him checked out.
All right. Got a quick break here, so we are going to do a quick commercial.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, welcome back. Thanks to Dave's Express Care Car Wash and their sponsorship. Have you ate at the Dave's Grill?
I have never been in Dave's Grill, but I have had some food from there, and it is pretty good.
It's pretty good. The tenderloin with a little cup of gravy to dip into. It's delicious. Hand off to QB up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. And he gets a first down. He was switching hands a little bit, making me nervous. Let's see how quick of a pace we run here.
Looks like we're getting the play calls in pretty quick. I'd expect a quick pace from here on out for this last drive from the Royals. Keep the momentum going. You don't want to slow down if you can't help it.
Eden takes the
quick pass, and they're
deep.
going to fire deep to Sullivan. He's got it. No! What a play.
He nearly caught it. And it would have been the hardest catch I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine where that ball was.
Yeah, he was on the back of 27. That's Nick Dearman. And I think the only way he comes down with that one is if he takes Dearman down with him. The Royals sideline had their hands up looking like they wanted something there, but that was pretty good defense all the way around through and through. Like to see maybe just a touch more air under it for Sullivan to go up and get it, but all in all, that's okay. Stops the clock. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Royals. 2:41 left.
Yeah, they got to ask. I get their vision of that, but that was good defense, I think.
Oh, yeah.
By the defender there. And
brings up a timeout for the Royals.
So 2:41. Halftime, we have, I don't know, I think the golf carts is a new thing this year. So or not golf carts, but the gators. They're decorated gators. In the old days, we used to decorate floats.
Big floats. I think last year they were huge, gigantic, not tarps. I don't know what the
We've done canvases.
Canvases, that would be the better.
That's been something
word
they've
for it.
done. But I like the gator idea this year. So you're going to see some gators come across, and I have a camera that I'm going to try to set up quickly to be able to get to the track for the halftime festivities.
If we catch another break here, I'll try and introduce those that are in the court as well.
Okay. Rubel in motion, and they hand it off to QB again. He's very patient there.
Yeah, very patient. Collins and Stevens there. Stevens there to kind of force him back in.
And Jacob Wickert's down. So we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms sweet corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
It looks like.
All right, there's still Royal on the field. I want to say good luck to our tennis team as they are in the county tournament tomorrow. And I'm looking right now to see if I can find what other events. Looks like middle school and high school cross country are at Blackford. And the middle school 7th and 8th graders are in the county volleyball tournament tomorrow at Mount Vernon. So good luck to all those teams. I will want to say this: we've been doing a lot of volleyball streams. If you have not seen our girls volleyball team play, they're fun to watch. They're very, very good. And on Monday they have a match, and Thursday I believe they have a match next week. I guess I'm looking at the schedule right in front of me. Yep, Monday and Thursday. So come out and watch our JV and varsity volleyball teams.
Wickard up on his feet. Doesn't look like he's putting any weight on that leg. Bring him over to the sideline. Have Troy check him out. Real quick, too, while we have some time here, we'll introduce those that are on the court this year for Homecoming King and Queen. For the guys, we have Charlie Halcomb. Luke Morris, I almost said his brother Drew. Drew's in 8th grade. Drew can't be on the court yet. Then we have Griffin Lawrence and Seth Ritchie. For the ladies, we have Emma Dagley, Ruby White, Sarah Clark, and, who's the last one? Brooklyn Willis. That's who it is. So the Royals are going to go put Carson Smith in at center, but the ref's saying that Carson can't be in. He's got some blood on his pants. Too much blood on his pants, so the Royals are going to have to go to their third string center, which looks like it's Joseph Hollenball. And with some rotation at the line, that's now two linemen out of the game with Wickard out and Carson out. Carson just for the blood. Yeah. So Joe's in at center, and then you have Braden Hester, who is going to go play guard for right now. And Logan Hoskins is going to be over here on the left side, and they're going to try and get Joseph some snaps real quick. Nope, excuse me. Looks like I don't know if this is a fourth string. This is Bill or Braden Hill at center now, or taking some practice snaps at least until they can get
and with
Carson's
the timeout
pants clean.
Yeah, I'm like, if the timeout, he can probably come back in, right?
Since they take a timeout, yeah, he can come back in without having to run another play. So, yeah, you got Coach Gallion and Coach Carter down there playing or giving their best impression of a laundromat, trying to scrub it off. I don't know if that's something that once you get some blood, if you can just like tape over it maybe and just and cover it. If you can't see it, it's not there. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but they're going to work on him as well. And
where we need
to get back
tent.
to action here.
We need a tent so you can just go in there and switch pants.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's one where you say, freshman, I need your pants.
All right, here we go.
Good snap. Quarterback design draw, and he's got room. He's got lots of room. Can he scamper away? He gets away from a tackle, and he gets to the outside. Dearman able to run across the field and make a tackle. Good pursuit by Dearman there, but a good pickup there by Elijah Eden, especially with two new linemen who I haven't seen play the offensive line this year for the varsity. I know Joe was out for the first week with a lack of practices. And Hesse's got some reps at D-line, but I don't think I've seen him at offensive line yet.
Yep. Here we go. So
Royals have trips to the near side of the field. You got Sullivan, Rubel, and Manship. Redmond to the far side by himself. Another quarterback draw. They're going to stick with it until it doesn't work. Oh, and a late flag. A real late flag there from the referee. Don't know that I can disagree with him necessarily, but that one was late. And after a couple of question marks or complaints, whatever you may want to call it there from the Eagle sideline. So that'll back the Royals up to about the 50-yard line and start them at a good 1st and 20 now. Not what you want to see as you're trying to carry some momentum going into halftime. I know we get the ball back, but you want to try and take care of every opportunity that you get here, and this is a prime one for the Royals.
it is 1st and 20, not 1st and 10. They haven't updated the scoreboard. Our scoreboard is now reading the scoreboard on the field. Eden, get him out in space. Oh, good job coming back for it.
Yep. Sullivan able to come get it. Picks up a good 5 or 6 yards here.
Yep. Just had a timeout by.
Should be I don't know who gets. The Eagles are the only one with a timeout left, so it must be a ref timeout. I don't see any laundry on the far side of the
whistles.
field.
But I thought Braden did a nice job at coming back for the ball there.
Yes, yeah.
So
Dearman was making a break for it, so it was very good that Braden came back. If you watch him here, runs his quick little out, comes back. Dearman almost makes the tackle. Braden able to pick up another 3 or 4 yards afterwards. Brings up about second, we'll say 15 there, 14 for the Royals. Trips to the far side of the field. Another quick pass out to Sullivan.
come on. Oh,
Able to break away and gain a couple more yards there.
So kept his legs kind of pulling, and
yeah, another nice 10-yard gain there on a quick out route.
you can see his confidence building from play to play.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't be easy to come back after a year out, especially with a leg injury as much as you have guys diving at your leg. So good to see him build that confidence back. Brings up about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 for the Royals, and a big 3rd down here for the Royals with 1:24 left.
Let's see, handoff.
Nope.
No, he
pulls
fakes
it.
And
Fakes Collins out enough to get out there. Takes a lick as he goes out of bounds.
oh, still quite a bit of time, 1:19, and
They're going to get the 1st down.
That was big after going 1st and 20.
Mm-hmm. Great job by the Royal offense there to stay calm, keep your composure, and still be able to pick that up. Also, the last 2 plays has gone unmentioned, but the Royals able to get out of bounds on both to help save some clock with no timeouts left. So good, smart running here from the guys with the ball, skilled guys to get out of bounds and save yourself some clock.
He's going to fake.
Pump fake, and he's going deep to Sullivan. I can't see it anymore. You're going to have to call it.
It was way wide left. Way out of bounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Little pressure in there may have thrown some timing off, but another shot there taken. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Royals.
And it's been nice to see him take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of those that it was uncatchable, so it wasn't going to be picked off. It wasn't nothing negative was going to happen out of that.
Roll out here, quick pass out to Manship. Oh, and he just can't quite look it in. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Royals.
We're at where are we on distance here?
About the 28-yard line, give or take. 27. Definitely in 2-down territory here with only 1:10 left and in your own territory, so try to draw the Eagles off sides. Nothing happening. Get another play in here. Got 8 seconds on the play clock. Snap. QB fake, and Edon keeps it again. A slip in the backfield. Not able to come away with much, if anything, there. I can't quite tell if those are design QB keeps or if he's reading somebody and keeping that for himself. Now you're going to see the Eagles take a timeout here with the Royals in 4th and 10 or 4th and long. With a chance to most likely get the ball back here if the Royals can't pick up the first down.
And I want to kind of get homecoming stuff put together. They're getting, I can see the Gators
inching closer.
And then I spent some time trying to get this ready, so this will work. We'll see if it will.
Evening has you cold. Team Image is selling apparel down across from the concession stand. Grab your sweatshirt during halftime.
All right, 50 seconds left. See what they have here.
Got trips to the wide side of the field. Sullivan down here on the near side of the field by himself. Edon and Mark Kuby in the backfield. Going to send Manship in motion here. Edon's looking downfield, scampers. Oh, and it's picked off by Stevens of the Eagles. And Stevens he's got a convoy out there. Can Kuby chase him down? Stiff arm by Stevens. He's still up and moving, and then he gets planted.
And I doubt that went long enough that, we are going to see it in the replay.
Not quite. He finds the open guy, but it just takes a little bit too long to get there, and Stevens able to make a break on the ball and step in front of it. Really good play by Stevens, but not what you want to see if you're a Royal fan here with less than a minute left in the first half. See if the Royal defense can come up with another major stop here and carry some of that momentum that they have had for most of the first half, looking back at it now.
Yeah, devastating. If Heritage Christian gets in here, it's a huge boost for them.
Yeah.
It'll be the second week in a row that we've kind of had a rough break there before halftime. So hopefully the defense can step it up again.
Send Jones in motion out here. It's going to be a quick screen out there to Johnson. Johnson able to pick up a good 9 or 10 yards. Looks like they're just going to call him just short.
And the clock is stopped for a moment.
Stopped for a second. They weren't quite sure if he was in or out, but we're down to 20 seconds quick here. Nix takes a pass, airs it up. And just
open.
in and out of his hands.
Very open.
I think that was, I believe, number 2, Isaiah Stevens. Is that right? No, excuse me, number 9, Erie Bryant. Vols there to kind of help defend and get some pressure there. Got a replay going.
Oh, sorry. I was multitasking.
Nick's
Not
back in
very
the
well.
gun, takes the snap, goes right back to it. Bowman there and makes
Knocks
another great play on defense, knocks it away.
Now it's 4th and 1. They do have a kicker that's fairly good.
Yeah, I was looking at Sloan down here. Sloan acts like they should kick it. He's swinging his leg back and forth. So it'll be an interesting play call here. Do you go and try and just pick up a one play? You only got 7 seconds.
The kicker isn't, I think.
Yep, it looks like it. So see if they got the distance and the accuracy here to pick up a quick 3 points going into halftime.
Our camera won't follow it, so you'll have to trust us. Well, maybe it will. Look at there.
Oh, bad snap. It was a little low. Able to recover it and get it up. It's a good kick. Nick's able to control the snap. It just kind of rolled across the ground all the way back to him, but a nice grab and placement there from Nick's.
2.1 seconds left here till halftime.
Should just see a squib kick here out of the Eagles, and the Royals just fall on it and let those 2 seconds run so you can get into halftime. 13-10, still pretty good.
Yeah.
Love to have a lead going into halftime, but
and getting the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's another huge one. You love to hopefully get a good drive when you come out of halftime there to help continue to build that.
And we do have stats, but when I looked, they weren't totally up to date.
I think Edon might have a little bit more than 8 pass yards.
Well, it didn't have the Rubel long run or play.
Got Ham back here to kick. Voles and Bowman back deep to receive for the Royals. Waiting on the whistle. There it goes. There's the boot. Voles is going to receive it. And that will be the half. We'll see what he can make out of it. Wrapped up, still standing, and then he goes down.
Yep.
That'll be the half for
all right, so
Royals homecoming game.
13-10. Eastern Hancock leads Heritage Christian at the half. We're going to have a little, we're trying to switch over, and the microphone's going to do a little weird thing here, so hopefully it all works. Hasn't been well tested. But you have the 13-10 Dave's Express Care Car Wash halftime show coming up, and tonight is homecoming. So go ahead and turn that down. It's going to use the sound.
This week, the Eastern Hancock Royals celebrated fall homecoming. The theme was mobile games, and each class voted to represent a different game. Seniors chose Subway Surfers and are the hall decoration winners. The juniors represented Clash Royale. Sophomores, Angry Birds. And freshmen, Stumble Guys. Their decorated gaiters gave a glimpse of what the hallways looked like this week. We kicked off homecoming with Powder Puff football on Monday night. The senior class was victorious and remained undefeated during their Powder Puff career. Tuesday was PJ Day. Students and staff kept it comfy after the holiday weekend in pajamas and slippers. Wednesday was album cover day. Students dressed as their favorite album singer or music genre. Swifties, Michael Jackson, Zach Bryan, Dolly Parton, Disco, and Goo Goo Dolls were amongst the favorites. Thursday was theme day, and students dressed as their class theme. We also had sledgehammer volleyball Thursday night. The juniors pulled off an impressive victory over the seniors in a close championship match. Today, Friday, was a crazy blue and white day. Students showed their school spirit during the pep rally that included a cheerleader/teacher dance and class competitions. Now we are excited to introduce the 2023 Fall Homecoming Court and crown this year's Homecoming King and Queen. First, we have Sarah Clark and Seth Ritchie. Sarah Clark is the daughter of Greg and Laura Clark. She participates in volleyball and tennis. She is planning to attend Ball State University to major in special education for a future in teaching children. Seth Ritchie is the son of Brian and Valerie Ritchie. He is a member of Green Team, Art Club, Student Council, Voice Corps Leader, NHS Secretary, member of Boy Scout Troop 770, and Eastern's tennis team. Seth plans on studying biology in college. Next is Emma Dagley and Griffin Lawrence. Emma Dagley is the daughter of Sarah and Doug Dagley. She's on the swim team and is involved with Voice, NHS, and Green Team. Emma plans to major in elementary education. Griffin Lawrence is the son of Bobby and John Lawrence. He participates in Student Council, Green Team, NHS, tennis, voice, marching band. Griffin plans to study nuclear engineering and physics. Now let's welcome Brooklyn Willis and Charlie Halcomb. Brooklyn Willis is the daughter of Ryan and Carrie Willis. She participates in volleyball, basketball, softball, NHS, Student Council, and the Student Advisory Committee. Her future plans are to attend the University of Indianapolis to major in nursing while playing softball. Charlie Halcomb is the son of Mike and Ellen Halcomb. He participates in NHS and basketball. Charlie plans to attend IU East and major in business administration. Last but not least, we have Ruby White and Luke Morris. Ruby White is the daughter of Mike and Vanda White. She has played basketball and been a member of NHS all 4 years of high school. Ruby plans to attend Indiana University to major in biology and continue on to med school. Luke Morris is the son of Kelly and Jason Morris. He plays on the basketball team and is the president of SOAR. Plans to attend college after graduation. Your 2023 Fall Homecoming King is Luke Morris. And now, your 2023 Fall Homecoming Queen is Emma Dagley. Congratulations! Don't forget tomorrow night from 7 to 10 p.m. is the high school homecoming semi-formal dance in the elementary gym. Now let's finish off homecoming week with a royal victory.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, a very important week for you and the association and its member institutions. It's your yearly principals meetings tour around the state. And these next 2 or 3 weeks, you're out on the road, face-to-face, pressing the flesh and talking about high school sports in our state. It's an important time. It's a gratifying time, but it's one that people don't understand. There's a whole lot of work involved to spend some time with membership and talking about a lot of necessary things.
It is, Coach, but it's so important. I think people look at this association like I get to make all the decisions, and it just doesn't work that way, nor should it.
Right.
We're out, the staff and I, for the next 3 weeks. We have 8 stops around the state. And, we're coming to you today from Lowell, Indiana, where we were in Plymouth yesterday. But the most important thing for us is not only to let our membership know about the association, but we have to listen to them. We've got to listen to our membership about what's going on in their community, because this business looks different in Maryville, Indiana, or Jeffersonville, Indiana. And so we've got to get out and meet with our folks along the way.
We also have new principals. You have new administrators who, even though they have maybe had a tangential relationship with the institution, they still might not know all of the ins and outs and the machinations that go on behind the scenes. And so it's good to be out there and be visible and meet with new members of staffs around the state.
Absolutely, Coach. And we want them to understand what we have to offer each school, and whether that's training for a new athletic director, or if we need to go in and sit down with a coach who may not understand the intrinsic value of an education-based athletic system, or sometimes we've even gone out and met with parent groups. And so we want the membership to see, we have to be something more than a regulatory organization and an entity that just runs state tournaments. And the most important things that you heard me say before goes on every day with a coach in a gym or a weight room or field or somewhere. And those are the lessons that continue with student athletes. And we want to support that mission within each high school in the state.
Yeah, and it's Indiana, and we talk to people. That's the other part of it. It's a small state, 400 institutions, and so we kind of believe we're friends with everybody. We like each other. We all have the same common mission. Why not get along and have some fun and look each other in the eye and talk about things?
That's exactly right. I was down at one of our sponsors' games last night, the Fever, and I was having this conversation with Mr. Morris and some other people who are, they're people who have an influence in the state, but they understand. Sure. They understand how what you just said, Coach, talking, getting to know people, having a value-centered, non-self-righteous approach is what makes Indiana.
Well, there are a lot of things that make us uniquely Hoosier. One of the things is we're getting ready for week number 4. I can't believe I'm saying that. Of high school football, week number 4 already. And I'm afraid to look at my calendar. Fall sports continue. Won't be long before we're starting to contest some championships, Paul.
Yeah, well, we're right around the corner. We're 1 week away from the halfway point of our football season. We're a couple weeks out from celebrating some golf state championships, and now I call this the tune-up time. Now, we've gotten out there as coaches and teams, and we've learned where we're at. Now we're refining where we think we can go, and they're preparing for the march on the tournament coming up here. And so this is the time where you got all your offense in, all your defense in, and you've kind of understood your patterns, and now you're trying to put it all together for that great run at the end of the season.
Paul Neidig with us again. We'll talk all things IHSAA related next week. Be safe. I hope things go well. And Paul, thanks so much for your time.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much, and keep up the great work for the student athletes in this state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Nine Star is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making sure that however we communicate with the member and customer is how they want to communicate.
You know, sometimes we're the one person that they speak to in a day, and you want that conversation to be happy and pleasant.
As a nonprofit co-op, we're focused on providing the best service we can for our members.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Which this will be twice when I get through these.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSA.
I got out of the thing. I can actually talk about it here. We come back. We'll just come back and we'll talk about it. All right. I guess we are back. Or, yeah. Okay. We have a few things. Let's kind of these are both sectional opponents, and I'm gonna try to get it to where we can see this. And as you can see, I guess it's not going to show it there, but the Northeastern, Heritage Christian, Lapel, Eastern Hancock off to really strong starts. This is a really solid, kind of balanced sectional. Northeastern's going to be pretty solid. Heritage Christian we know is solid. Coach Miller and Lapel always really good. And so in Shenandoah, I think their schedule was very difficult here at the start. So this is going to be a really tough sectional. I was trying to get an idea of some scores. around the area. I'm going to look up kind of the conference. So here's the conference standings. North Decatur's finishing up their conference schedule tonight. That's who it is. North Decatur and Shenandoah.
Yeah.
So this is the last game of the conference for North Decatur, so I have not seen that score.
Yeah,
I was
I
trying
can't
to
find
look
it.
it up. So some scores around the area. It looks like Pendleton Heights is ahead of Greenfield Central, 21-8. And I thought I had the right list up, but I don't. I need to pull up the correct list. And Dragons lead Mount Vernon 28-17, New Palestine. And I guess Pendleton Heights is up 24-16 at half on Greenfield Central.
Back to the Shenandoah North Decatur game. North Decatur is ahead 14-7. It looks like possibly at halftime.
Trying to usually have a decent amount of updates, but there's Monroe Central. They're playing Tri, and they are ahead 8-0 after 1. So that's some area scores, and we will get started. It's really cooled off here.
Mm-hmm. I see a lot of people with long sleeves on.
Yeah, sweatshirts.
It's been a while since we can say that.
Yeah. All right, and we will have a trivia between the third and fourth quarter. And I gave it to Coach Gallion, and he did not know the answer.
Wow. Tough one then.
So he guessed. I don't want to give it away. So the Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question will be right after the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter. And the Royals get to receive after, Heritage Christian really got a break. That pick off and then got themselves in the field goal position, and then Ham, their field goal kicker, knocked it through and made this just a field goal game now.
Yeah, it'll be important for the Royals to come out on this offensive drive and see what they can't do. Have a strong showing. That one's back and almost to the end zone. Bowles takes it on the 1 yard line. Oh, almost finds a gap.
Yeah, closed quick though.
Yeah.
We had a good angle of that. It looked like he was just going to burst through, and then all of a sudden he wasn't.
Looks like the ball will be placed on the 20, and first and 10 for the Royals.
So here we go. I'll have the rest of the scoreboard.
Still have Braden Hill there at center. And you have Hester there at right guard currently. So it doesn't look like we will be seeing any more of Jacob Wicker tonight. Thoughts are with him. Eden's in the backfield with King. Rubel in motion. Back to where he started. Hand off to King to the outside. Makes a cut up the field. Not much there for the Royals. Actually going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 there. Brings up 2nd and 14. Royals going to test that right side with Hester at right guard right off the bat.
6-yard gain on the play.
See if they can't get a little push with him there. You got trips down here to the near side of the field. Bowman, Rubel, and I believe this is Redmond, yep. And then we got a handoff there in the backfield. Excuse me, Eden just keeps it for himself. Picks up a couple It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 for the Royals. Nothing too crazy here yet. Good couple stops here for the Eagles right off the bat. Trips again to this near side. Edon with the snap. Pump fakes. Looking for a shot down here to Rubel. Oh, over his head and just can't get there. I think Rubel just was thrown right over his head and couldn't locate the ball in the air. Looks like I don't know if he was going to ever be able to put 2 hands on that one or not and be able to stay in bounds. But
And it was a tough angle, the way he was looking back.
Yeah. Yeah, right over your head is a pretty hard ball to catch. Usually want it over one of the shoulders or not. So
Vaughn Johnson back to return the punt for the Eagles. And the Royals have had pretty successful second halves most of the season, so hopefully they can get things going. Oh, bad
good
bounce.
Punt, bad bounce for the Royals there, yep. Eagles going to start in Royal territory at the 44-yard line.
Down to the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Heritage Christian.
Yeah, Royals are not new to a close game here to start off the second half, so not necessarily the drive you want to see coming out, but a lot of game left to be played. So We'll see if the defense can't come up with a couple of their own plays, maybe get the ball back.
And the defense has been very consistently solid.
Yeah.
With the exception of a few like long balls that nearly got him.
Sloan with a quick pass, makes a move to get out of a tackle. And able to pick up a lot of yards, and it looks like what should be a first down for the first play for the Eagles.
And Willis almost fell down there. I think he kind of almost was getting picked on there a little bit in the first half where they kind of went his direction.
Yeah. Yep.
Deep.
Seen a heavy dose of Sloan and Willis on the same side tonight. And the grass has gotten slicker as the night's gone on, so seen a lot of guys slipping and tripping and stumbling around out there. So hand off to Johnson. Not much room. He's just plowing his way through, though, for a good 4 or 5 yards there.
Yep. Wheeler was hanging on there.
Yeah, what looked like it should have been a stop in the backfield for the Royals ends up being a good 5-yard gain for the Eagles.
Do want to thank everybody that's watching tonight. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and IHSAA TV tonight.
Next. Go ahead.
Yep, out to Jones, and he
just off the shoulder pad.
Yeah, it looked like, and then the defender was in the right spot at the right time. It could have been a big pick return there.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles, and a good spot for the Royals to try and get off the field here. Well, you're probably in 4-down territory at this point, so maybe a couple more plays, but wouldn't be surprised, too, to see another field goal opportunity here if this one goes for a little bit less than what the Eagles are hoping for.
Yep. Next up,
we got Laundry on the field, and that'd be a false start on the Eagles, so not what you want if you're an Eagles fan here. We'll push them back to about a 4th and 10, and let's see if that changes up the strategy here for head coach Kyle Ray.
3rd.
Penalty on the play, illegal procedure by Heritage Christian. After the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we haven't really seen a lot of Pimentel.
I haven't seen any Pimentel this second half. In that first half, not as much as I would have expected from the yards per carry. We got some more flags, and it's going to be another false start on the Eagles.
Yep. But like early on, it seemed like it was all him. Now
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen a lot of
Johnson here. Yeah.
Of Johnson, and then Nick's throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep, heavy dose of Sloan and Johnson here so far at the end of this first half and the beginning of the second. So be interesting to see. Maybe Pimento's will be a little bit fresher for him. Maybe he's got something else going on. I don't know. So
you can see him over on the sideline, so he's standing over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think just waiting for his number to be called.
Let's see. Nix with Johnson to his left. Nix is going to throw.
Johnson in for pressure, and he goes down, but not before he picks up a couple of yards, so it won't be a sack. But definitely not what you want if you're an Eagles fan here. Only able to pick up a couple yards. Still going to bring up a 4th and 14, we'll say. And it doesn't appear that there's a punting team coming on whatsoever or a kicking team, so the Eagles are just going to do their best to see what they can't pick up here.
Good job by Wheeler there, finishing that off.
Yeah, yeah.
As he stepped into the pocket.
Yeah, Gabe Johnson was able to get back there and get the pressure, the initial pressure, but again, slipperiness, and the Eagles are trying to pick up some speed here with only 3 seconds left on the play clock. They get it off, and they're looking to Sloan's side. Ball's up. Willis makes a play and can't get there. Sloan with a grab.
Well, he's been very, very good tonight.
Mm-hmm. Willis is there and is able to turn around and get a hand up, but just over the fingertips.
And he was nearly I nearly went with him as a player to watch.
Willis or Sloan?
Sloan.
Okay.
But
yeah, he's definitely been one to watch tonight. Your other player to watch, Colin Jones, is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
He's been everywhere, but hasn't had nearly the success, I don't think, tackling-wise, as he has had in other games. Johnson to the left side, gets a lot of yards, and they give him the touchdown.
Yep. Oh, there is a flag?
Nope, they're waving it.
Okay.
Just fell out. He's already waving it off down here.
So Johnson gets the score, and now the Eagles take the lead. I'm assuming an extra point coming here. It's 13-16.
Got a question here from Coach Etch for the referee, most likely pertaining to the flag. It seems that was...
Keep catching myself watching this, and it's 2 seconds delayed.
Possibly cleared up for him.
And that's going to be potentially here 10 straight points by Heritage Christian. 9 currently. They're going to try to add the 10th here with the PAT. What's the delay here?
Still talking. Still talking about the flag, no flag.
Looks like Nix is going to hold, Ham the kick.
And we got another flag. I would imagine it was offsides on the defense. Yeah, a little quick on the right side there, trying to get through to block it. So they'll move it about a yard forward, and we'll do it again.
So what's the difference between that and, say, like, sometimes they, in some levels, that an offsides is, they keep playing. But in high school, an offsides, it blows it dead immediately, defensive offsides?
So if you step into the neutral zone and you touch somebody, you have to blow it dead. If he's just lined up in the neutral zone, sometimes you'll let the play go and then let the offense decide if they want what happened on the play or if they want to take just the 5 yards if it was something not so great. So, it clipped the post but clips it inside. So the VAT is good and puts Heritage Christian up 16-13 here in the third quarter. Excuse me, 17-13.
Yeah. That's 10 straight points. And we're just going to talk about the Pack the Stands night here for volleyball.
On 9/11, we invite all heroes to join us for Pack the Stands night. Please RSVP to Quarry Rainbow. We look forward to seeing you there.
So I encourage you to come to the Royals, see the Royals play. They're off to a great start this season. So see the volleyball team on Monday night, September 11th, against Randolph Southern. And they got 2 matches home matches next week, on Monday and on Thursday.
Bowles back to receive again. Looking for that same hole he had last time, and it's not there. Stevens is there again. And just closes it off immediately, but another good return.
Yeah,
getting good returns out of the kickoff. So.
Yeah, and I thought just his playing of the punt early on in the first half. I think Cameron's had a nice game with the return. Even like in a punt return, just catching it is a big play in high school football anymore.
Yeah, a lot of pressure to make that play and not fumble it or muff it or jumble it around there.
So Royals still in striking distance, just down 4. They need to get some momentum going, though, because if the momentum is definitely shifted to the Eagles.
Kubi in the backfield. They're back to the tight package, the Royals are. Kubi bounces off some tacklers, spins out, and is going to pick up a good chunk there on first down. Don't think that an Eagles player ever had him truly wrapped up. He was just kind of stuck behind his own guys there.
Yeah, he just runs hard.
Yeah.
Looks
like we're going to be tight again. Sullivan as a tight end. Rubel just lined up almost as a wing. Bowman out here in the slot to the near side of the field, and Manship as the wide out. Kubi still in the backfield with Edon. Motion by Rubel back to where he started. Oh, fumbled snap and a lot of pressure, and Edon's going to go down for a sack. That's a good 6 or 7 yard loss there for the Royals. Going to bring up 3rd and about 11. It was a low snap, but Edon kind of fumbled it around when it got back there. So,
and you can almost expect a few of those here because of the just the switch at center.
Yeah, change in center. He's not used to playing that position. Also, I think as the ground gets a little more wet, you're going to see a little bit more slippage of the ball and guys just sliding on the ground. Good pass and catch there from Edon to Rubel. Going to bring up 4th and about 3. Be real interesting to see what the Royals go with here.
Yep.
If you don't pick this one up, then the Eagles are in really good field position.
Yep.
I'd expect the Royals to try and get the Eagles to jump off sides here to try and get a quick, easy first down, but we'll see what we go with. They do go with the dummy play here. Eagles bid on it once but haven't since. Got Rubel in the left wing. Hands off to QB, and they got a lot of pressure back there.
That's a big play.
That play went nowhere.
So a turnover on downs. So a couple things I want to mention here as we switch sides on that turnover and downs. We mentioned it earlier, but the 7th and 8th grade volleyball team playing at the county tournament tomorrow at Mount Vernon. So good luck to them, 7th and 8th graders. And then tomorrow there is a cheer competition. I believe that's the Royal Rumble. And that starts at 10 a.m. here at Eastern Hancock. It features teams from all over the state, and it's just $6 to get in. So if you have something you want, looking for something to do tomorrow morning, come out to Eastern Hancock.
Nix is looking deep, and he finds, oh!
There's been some drops.
Wow, he finds Isaac Jones wide open, and Jones just can't haul it in. Yeah.
There's been a few of those where they have gotten behind our DBs.
Yeah.
And we've just lucked out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the only time they've really finished one is the one over here on
the Sloan
Willis.
catch. Yep, Sloan catch on 4th, which might be one that you can come back to and kind of say that was a big shift in the game there. Pimento back in the backfield with Nix, takes the handoff out to the left side of the field, not going anywhere. Loss of 1.
Yep, great defense there.
Great tackle there by Gabe Johnson with the initial contact and a swarm of Royals to help take him down.
And they strung it out there nicely. And now if they can force a punt here.
I think you'll see two more plays.
Two more plays.
After that last one, I
guess I keep forgetting where we're at on the field.
I don't think you'll see the Eagles give this ball up too easily. So I'd expect something conservative here just to get them back to what would be 4th and manageable. But they've taken some shots here, so I wouldn't expect anything less. They got a wide receiver screen set up, but it's actually a running back screen to Pimento, and he spins out of a tackle. And it's pushed out of bounds there close to the 10-yard line. But a huge first down pickup for the Eagles there.
And he's that kind of player. Like, you just got to finish him.
Yeah.
You got to finish.
Yeah, you got to wrap both legs and make sure everything's on the ground before you give anything else up, because, yeah, he definitely just bounced off a tackler there and picked up another 15 yards. Pimento in the backfield again, and you got Jones out there at the wing. Jones in motion. To the right side, Pimento doesn't like what he sees, and he shouldn't. Gabe Johnson there for a tackle for loss in the backfield. I don't know, somebody else was back there with him, but Johnson was around his legs before anybody else could really do anything. Gabe making a name for himself here early in the second half. Maybe not so early anymore. 3 minutes left here. Eagles knocking on the door to go up 2 scores. Looks like they're going to take a timeout here as the play clock winds down to 3, 2, 1. Timeout from the Eagles will be their first of the half with 3:26 left remaining. Royals are trailing 13-17 to Heritage Christian.
All right, we have the
timeout, Heritage Christian.
EH Golf Halloween Scramble is looking for teams to participate in that. And that's put on by our EH Boys Golf Program. They're looking to raise some money to help buy polos, gears, and a golf simulator. And so this is supposed to be on Saturday, October 28th. And it's at Arrowhead Golf Course, and it's $280 per team. And if you contact Coach Cody Hibbert at chibbert@easternhancock.org, you can find out information how to sign up and kind of help the boys golf program. It's really been built up. They just added the middle school golf programs and now in season, like with their gender. So you've got the middle school girls golf for the first time playing here in the fall when they traditionally would be playing in the spring. And then it didn't fit with they got to high school.
Yeah.
So
Eagles try and draw the Royals off sides here. They almost got him, but the Royals stay on side. Short, quick pass to Sloan, and he's slippery. Slips out of 2, 3 tackles before he's taken down, but not before he gets into the 5-yard line, and he looks like he'll be down at the 4.
Yep, at the 4.
Bring about 3rd and 4 for the Eagles here. And between Sloan and Pimento, they got a couple shifty guys who can make guys miss pretty easily. So one of those things you have to definitely watch those hips, make sure you're following where they're going, or it might make you look silly. Sloan hobbling a little bit. Looks like he may have twisted something there on that last play. Still in the game, though. Going to tough it out here for the Eagles. Pimento on the handoff, stretch to the outside. He's going to try and cut it up. We got a flag on the field, but he's short anyway, so it'll be interesting to see what this call is. My guess would be a hold, and that they will be backing them up. Etch is already pointing backwards as if it's in our favor, which would back them up another 10 and bring up a third and about 13 or 14. Big down here for the Royals. Try and keep them farther back here. We got an official's timeout here. They're going to confer with each other real quick. And now they're going to confer. Nope. We're going to take it back 1 yard. Only gave them 9 yards there instead of 10, so. Nix takes the snap, pressure up the middle. Intercepted by Dominic Shelby in the end zone.
That is twice that we've gotten interceptions down in.
And that is a huge, huge play for the Royal defense. Again, coming up with another stop. Nix was looking for the seam route, or a post route, if you will, to number 10. That would be Palaconda. And Shelby reads it perfectly, plays it great, puts his foot in the ground, and steps in front for the interception. Great play by the Royal defense. Put the Royals offense there at the 20-yard line. Breathes a little life back into this Royal offense, hopefully, and we'll see if we can't get a couple first downs and string a nice drive together. You got everybody spread out. QB in the backfield with Edon. Edon back to pass. Passes out to Redmond. Redmond with a good pickup here on first down of about 6 yards.
First time we've looked his way tonight, I think.
Good hard pass, good catch. Give him about 7 yards there. Great first play on the drive. Same thing, you got him spread, QB in the backfield. Edon on the hard count. Got Bowman and Redmond down here to the near side of the field. Rubo and Manship on the far side. Edon takes the snap. Quarterback design draw, and that's going nowhere for the Royals. Stevens, and that is number, I believe, 52. Jay Straka for the Eagles that swallow that one right up. Excuse me, that may have been Tyler Marsh, 53. So that'll put the Royals back to 3rd and 10. See what the sideline dials up here as we are approaching 1 minute left in the third quarter. Edon back to pass. Plenty of time. Fires it and finds Manship close to the sticks. I believe they're going to call him just short, but it's going to be close. It's definitely going to depend on the spot here. They signaled the first down.
Wow.
Just enough. Great play by Elijah Manship to find the sticks, put his foot in the ground, turn around, and catch that ball. Good throw by Elijah Edon, too.
That's one thing I noticed about this year. I don't think I've seen a measurement once. I feel like they've gone away from measurements.
Takes a lot of time up.
Yeah.
Oh, they go right back to it, and it's too high. Too high out of the reach for Manship, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I feel like it used to be pretty common that we'd have, 4 or 5 measurements in a game.
I don't think it's been a point of emphasis that I've seen in any of the past couple of years, so
It just usually seems if they're close,
yes.
they just give it.
Yes, I would agree. Got Redmond and Bowman again here to the near side of the field. Rubel and Manship to the far. Kubi in the backfield with Edon. Edon takes a snap, a little low.
Screen.
Oh!
Looked like they had it fairly well set up.
Yep. Had a couple of big blockers out in front and just off the hands of Mark. Not able to reel it in, but what could have been for that one. One that as a coach you see and you put it in the back pocket again for maybe later. Brings up another 3rd and 10 here for the Royals. Go back to their spread formation. Eagles look to be in press coverage here on the outside. Got a crossing routes here on this side. Gets to the sticks. I think Bowman's able to pick it up there. Bowman with a great catch. And it looks like he has enough. I would say he had another yard than what this referee is going to give him, but they are waving the sticks forward, and it's enough for the first down, and that's all we care about at this moment. Another great find right at the sticks. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yep. 3rd quarter ends. And we'll be taking a quick break here, and then we'll come back with the Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
When moving into a new home, we ask ourselves questions like, who is the best internet provider in town? Well, have you considered locally owned 9-Star Connect? We've become the fastest, most reliable, and dedicated fiber-to-the-home internet company in central Indiana. Our internet packages have been modified, and we are changing speeds at a more competitive price. So give us a look. Visit us at 9starconnect.com. 9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
All right, we're back. Here's your Dave's Express Care Car Wash trivia question. You can answer on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll give you the answer here in a little bit. So, the Royals have faced Heritage Christian 7 times before tonight, scoring a total of 75 points. Name the EH player that has scored the most points against Heritage Christian in their career. So what player, and this has all been fairly recent that we've played Heritage Christian, so this is going to be a more recent player. So what player has scored the most points against Heritage Christian in their career? Answer on Facebook or YouTube.
Hobbled snap for Edon. He's scrambling, and he's still on his feet, on his feet.
Wow, he nearly picked up the first down.
Wow. Great run by Elijah Edon, just bouncing off tacklers after what could have been a disaster. Picks up a good 8.5, I'd say. Brings up 2nd and a long 1. Really good play there. Hey, before you give that answer, let me take a wild guess at it.
Yeah, you'll get a chance. So, Eden back. Let's see if they can get something going here offensively, as a few drives have stalled lately. And that low snap again.
Low snap. Edon's just going to take it and run. We got a lot of guys out in coverage. He takes a lick, but he's able to pick up another good 10-yard gain there. Yeah, you see those defenders turn their head, and as a quarterback, it's hard not to just take off and run. You see the Royal sideline here telling Bill that he needs to get that snap up and put it in Elijah's gut where he can do something with it right off the bat.
That's a difficult skill. You just step in there. I don't know how much the backups get a chance to practice.
I don't think Braden probably reps that too often in a weekly practice session, but yeah, I think he's up for the challenge here, and hopefully he's done pretty well tonight. I know these last couple have been low, but to be asked to step into that role is pretty big.
There's
a flat out here to Rubel. Rubel takes a lick and still churning. The Royal sideline loves it.
Somebody's down there.
Slow to get up here.
Heritage Christian.
81 there. Isaac Nelson probably takes a little bit of a pop on that initial contact. Don't know if they'll pull him to take a look at him or not. Typically, if they stop kind of the gameplay, they usually pull him out to take a look at him, make sure everything's kosher, but looks like Nelson's going to stay in here. And now we're getting an official timeout. I think the referee over here from the visitor's sideline is going to want him to come out. Maybe. I don't know. We're coming all the way down here to this side.
So we have a couple answers on the trivia while we're waiting here for the officials to figure it out. So answer of Zach Arnold, Houston Swan. So this is the 8th time the Royals have faced Heritage Christian. They've scored 75 points total in those 7 games. Name the Eastern Hancock player that has scored the most points against Heritage Christian in their career.
Back to gameplay now. Nelson did go out for a play. I suspect he'll be back for one more. Edon going to launch it up, and Manship just could never find it. Was fighting with the corner out here in coverage before he could get off the line fully. So I think that was a predetermined pass call from Edon to look Manship's way. So Nelson is back on the field playing safety. Good to see him back and healthy. They bring in that tie package again. Rubel's here in the wing position. Kubi in the backfield. Kubi gets the handoff, and Kubi's off to the races. Gets to the outside and is taken down by Nelson, but not before Kubi picks up the first down for the Royals.
He kind of hit the hole very quickly there.
Yeah, there was a great hole there for him to run through. Fantastic. Then he's able to bounce it out and make an eagle miss there. And this is becoming a pretty good drive for the Royals. What you wanted to see after not much offensive action there in the third quarter. Fake handoff to Kubi, back to flat with Rubel. Rubel avoids a couple tackles, and there's no one there. Rubel is going to score.
All right.
We got another Eagle player down. It looks like it may be a twist or a cramp. Troy's out there to help him out. I believe it's just a cramp, but I always want to be on the safe side there. Just needs a little bit of pickle juice in him.
Nice.
Good pass and catch there. Both teams have done a pretty good job of denying that first tackle. Just kind of letting that guy fall off of him and keep those legs churning and moving forward.
And here we're going to kick the extra point. As we had 2 failed attempts. 2-point conversions or
they
one?
did. They picked up the second one. Yep.
Okay.
Sullivan was able to push that one in. Yep. Bowman's jump pass was denied. Kicks up and good.
All right.
Redmond never fails to tell me in AP stats that he hasn't missed a PAT this year, so he's still perfect on the year.
All right. So keep looking at those that trivia and think of that. A lot of good answers.
I can tell you Cooper Henderson never played Heritage Christian, so.
Yeah, it's all been fairly recent. Like, and there's been at least once we played them in the regular season and the sectional.
Yep.
So.
I think picked them up in 16 or 17, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
And
I think it must have been 17 then if we played them 7 times and have played them one other time there in the sectional.
Do you have your guess? Since we got some people coming.
Yeah, my wild card's Garrett Friesen.
Okay. Points? Oh,
yeah. He ran it, didn't he?
He did run it. I
I didn't say it was a good guess. I just said it was a guess. See, I think Arnold, Swan, Rainbolt, those are all obvious choices. I think Fuchs might be a good option there.
So,
who ran in that second touchdown for us tonight? Was it Edon? Edon did, didn't he? Yeah, on the quarterback keep. I was going to say, if Marks ran in too, Mark B might be in the running for most points against Heritage Christian.
Yep. Yeah, Mark did score last year against them.
Just a little short kick there. Isaiah Stevens takes it. It's going to give the Eagles pretty good field position to start right there at about a 43, 44-yard line.
Yeah, I may have to grab my paper. I might have to change the graphic. It's games before tonight.
Sure.
So,
this game isn't history quite yet. We're 10 minutes and 24 seconds away from that.
Definitely some good guesses. I'll kind of show those guesses to you that people have made. So we will see. I'm not ready to give that away yet.
I'll make it a little suspenseful.
Yep.
Got Vaughn Johnson back in the backfield. He gets the handoff out to the right. Able to make the corner. Picks up a good... I think they called him out of bounds. He may have stepped out a lot quicker than what he looked like he may have picked up. Only gains 3. Looked like it should have been 6 or 7. Brings up about 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 there for the Eagles. Sloan out here to the right side of the field. And besides, is that Jones? Am I thinking right? Yeah, Isaac Jones. Sloan and Jones have been the only 2 pass targets, I believe, all evening. Oh, and the wide receiver screen out to Sloan, and Willis just dives and misses.
They did hit the 10, Palaconda, I
Yep.
believe. Or
He has looked
targeted
at,
to him.
He has looked at him a couple times. I think he may have caught one. You're right. But this Lincoln Taug and Hudson Alt out here to the near side of the field. I haven't noticed them all night. And that could be because they've been on the far side of the field, but I don't think they've been targeted either. So if you're a Royal defensive guy, you definitely know where Sloan is, you know where Jones is, and you got to keep an eye on Nix and Johnson at all times. Nix takes the snap, almost gets a hand up. Sloan catches it just at the sticks, and it should be enough for an Eagle first down.
It's very well done. He got just past the sticks and kind of sat down and laid down almost.
Yeah.
And
that pass was just a little bit underthrown. Definitely a first down. I don't know. We shouldn't have to measure. Yeah. There they go. They wave them on. So we'll see if the Royals can't put their foot in the ground here and come up with a stop. This would be a pretty big one here. Keep that momentum that you just had on offense. Looks like the normal defense is out there. I think Rubel's getting some reps there at D end. But other than that, I believe everybody's still the same. You have any ideas for Paxton Sweet Corn Player of the Game yet?
I have one, but there's still to be decided.
Okay. A lot of game left. You're right. Vaughn Johnson with the handoff to the outside. Gabe Johnson just not able to pick it up. And Bowman just misses. Johnson able to pick up a good chunk, and it's going to be 2nd and short here for the Eagles.
Nearly a loss turns into
nice chunky
first
yards.
down.
Yep. Wickard is down here on the field. He's on crutches, and he's wearing a boot currently. So that is the only update that I have on Jacob Wickard currently. He's still here, so take that as you will. Vaughn in the backfield with Nix. Sloan out to the far side of the field. Hand up the gut to Vaughn, and he's got enough for a first down. Not a big pickup, but enough. And now the Eagles starting to put together a pretty good drive here.
Good for Heritage Christian first down.
Neither team necessarily trying to move super fast, but very methodical in their play calling and movement here in the fourth quarter. Down to 7:50 left. Royals lead 20-17. Snap to Nix on the rollout. Quick pass to Jones. Shelby there. Tosses him down, but not before Jones picks up a couple more yards and makes it about an 8-yard catch.
They seem to keep falling forward.
Yes.
Every time they fall down, they're going forward.
Yep. Yep, 2nd and 2. Eventually, yeah, you're going to want to start to push them backwards. You're going to need a negative play here. Just a quick update from scores around the area. North Decatur is leading Shenandoah 21-7 with 8:11 left. Was the last update that I got. That would be Vaughn again to the outside. Picks up enough for the first down.
Vaughn Johnson on the carry for
Eagles with a fresh set of downs here.
Good for an Eagle first down.
This would be Hoskins coming up a little limpy. Carter in for him. Most likely just tweaked something here. They'll get him checked out, taped up if he needs to be, and put back in, I'm sure.
Westell beat Southern Wells tonight.
Jones in motion, handoff to Vaughn. Good cutback. And a good plant there. Not quite sure who that was. I think it may have been Voles there able to make the tackle. And as you watch this game, there's a little bit more chirping, more and more and more as it gets on. A couple guys have started to talk to each other, teammates stepping in, making sure that nothing silly happens after the play. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles after a good 4-yard pickup from Vaughn.
New Palestine leads Mount Vernon 56-39.
Ooh, high scoring affair.
And Greenfield leads Pendleton Heights 43-38.
Wow, shootout there. Nick's back for the pass. Finds Jones. Royals attempt to wrestle him down and get him pushed out around the 5-yard line. So the Eagles now with a new fresh set of downs again. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Starting to have the feeling that the last team with the ball might be the team that wins it.
Monroe Central try was 21-22 going into the 4th.
You got Nix and Vaughn in the backfield. Jones as a wing. Jones takes the handoff to the outside, cuts it up, and almost goes in untouched. Still no signal. There it is. But we have a flag down here to the near side of the field. I wondered why it took so long. We do have a flag. We'll wait to see what the call is.
That was too easy for Johnson there.
Yeah, someone got a hold of his shoe, but not nearly enough to even make him hesitate. Still waiting on a call here.
They're not.
Personal foul against the Royals.
Oh. Let a kickoff penalty.
Yeah, that'll be ensued on the kickoff. So that touchdown does stand, and I think some of that chippiness is where you start to see where that call comes from.
No hand on for the extra point for the Eagles.
Not quite sure what warranted the call, but know that the call was made. So Ham on to try for the PAT to put put the Eagles up by 4 points and a full score. Kick is up.
Extra point is good.
And good.
So the Royals need to do the same, kind of just take another drive down the field like they did last time. And got to score a touchdown, though.
Yep.
All right, let's look at our trivia. We did get a correct answer. So
it was me, wasn't
it? The correct answer is, let me get the correct screen, sorry. JP Fox. So JP scored a total of 21 points against Heritage Christian in his career. He had 3 touchdowns and 3 PATs. Cole Rainbolt was second with 18. And how many touchdowns did you say that what's QB got?
QB has just 1 on the night and 1 from last year, so he's got 12.
Okay.
So he may be third then.
Yeah. So JP Fox scored 21 points, had 3 receiving touchdowns and then 3 PATs. So I think Coach Kokenauer, that's your second week in a row that you won the trivia.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And they were 2 hard ones, I thought. So
next time you see Coach Gallion, make sure you let him know that you're smarter than him.
Yeah, he did not know.
He loves to know when people are smarter than him.
Oh.
Kubi struggles with the kickoff there, but rounds it up and has a hole. Blockers need to get out of his way.
And I guess I haven't noticed. Has Mark returned very many kicks for
No,
us this
Mark
year?
hasn't been in there.
Okay.
So that was the first time that I think Mark's been in there. I think Voles
and
was out there.
Shaw usually. Voles and Shaw usually are the ones.
King in here to play in the backfield with Edon. Line stays as it was at halftime. Everybody else appears to be normal. Sullivan's at the wide side of the field with Bowman in the slot. Manship to the near side. Back in the tight package with Rubel as the wing. Let's take the snap, and it's a handoff to King up the middle. King gets a good bounce. Able to pick up a good 6 or 7 yards on first down. Good run by King there. Jones able to save what could have been a very long run there for King. So good play by, I believe. There's a ton of Jones on this team, so excuse me, that's Isaac Nelson. Sorry. I took a shot in the dark and thought I may have got lucky.
Done a nice job against Colin Jones, though, I thought.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. We haven't seen Colin make a lot of tackles. He's been near the ball almost every play, but he has not made a lot of tackles.
I think that was him there. He must have heard us.
Not quite. Nope. That was
that 50? Oh, Sam.
Yeah,
50.
50. Yeah. Sam Utzvig. Utzig.
So it's a big third down here.
Yep. Huge third down. Wouldn't be surprised to see Rubel come back out to that little flat route and roll out. See if they couldn't get just a quick 5 and keep this drive rolling. Be an interesting dilemma if they're not able to pick it up here. Bowman in motion down here, and Coach Etch is just going to take a timeout and talk the play over with his guys. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
You don't want to make a mistake here on this play. Especially if you don't want any yardage lost.
No.
Here, so. All right, let's catch a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
And we're back.
He did go to that play, and we do have a flag, though. That's a great catch by Bowman, and it would be enough for the first down. If this flag is not on the Royals, my guess is it's a hold, though, and it will be coming back. is a hold on the Royals.
And that's tough on third down.
Yep.
Now you're looking at a tough.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at about 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 here. Yep. A couple of holding calls tonight have cost the Royals pretty good field position, and that one's a pretty big one.
You gotta hope to get maybe half of it here.
Yeah. Yep. You want to get back down to 6 or 7 yards at the most to make at least the defense question if you're going to go for it or not. That's pretty clean defense there.
There was definitely no.
I don't know that defender caused him not to catch that ball at all.
Yeah,
I think
throw was a little high.
Throw was a little high. Yeah. So not much there. I know if I'm on the sideline, I'd probably ask for the same thing, but I think that is the right call from sitting up here.
Redmond back to punt for the Royals. Back deep for Heritage Christian is Vaughn Johnson.
A lot of people coming on late here.
Yep. Not quite prepared. See if the snap's good here. Good. Gets back to Redmond. Kick is away. Johnson takes the kick and fields it. No fair catch.
Great field position for the Eagles.
No return on the play. The ball replaced at the 49. First and 10, Heritage Christian.
They do start in Royal territory already, though, at the 49.
You got to think, Royals got to think a little bit turnover, being very aggressive at the ball here.
Yeah. Punching at it, ripping at it, doing all you can to get that ball back. 3:50 left. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. It'll be very important for the Royals to try and keep the Eagles behind the sticks or from gaining big positive yards on 1st and 2nd down here.
Pimentel's back in.
Takes the handoff to the outside, and that's going nowhere. That is going to be a loss.
Hoskins in there.
A lot of Royals in there. Hoskins, Smith, I believe Carter was in there too. So a loss of a yard there.
Grabbed in the backfield by Carson Smith of the Royals.
Bring up 2nd and 11. Gonna need to do about the same thing 2 more times. Gonna want to make sure that your D-line's watching that ball. Don't want any silly mistakes here and giving them free yards. Be a time. Sloan sprints out there real fast. 4 seconds left on the play clock for the Eagles. They take the snap, running every second off that play clock that they can. Toss out to Pimentel, and he's got a lot of running room. He's still on his feet. Can Bowman get to him? He does. Saves the touchdown. But that's tough. That is a tough first down for the Royals. Puts the Eagles in scoring position and in the red zone.
That broken tackle there at about the 42.
Yep. Looked like one that they might get him for about a 1-yard gain or so, and then they could have stopped him there, yeah, like you said, about the 42. And he just kind of slips away. Too high on the tackle.
See if the defense can work another miracle down here in the
Eagles are taking every second off this play clock that they can. They're going to milk it for all it's worth. They're already lined up for still 12 seconds left on the play clock, and we're just sitting here waiting. Takes a snap, handoff to Pimentel, running to the outside. Stays in bounds very wisely. Brings up 2nd down. And they're going to take about 40 seconds off this clock every time they run a play. I would imagine that after this one, you'll see Etch take a timeout. Depending on, if they get close to the goal line, maybe he doesn't. But if they do score here with a touchdown, that does put them ahead 2 scores. So either way, I think you might see quick timeout here after this play to try and save as much clock as possible. Fake handoff. Nix keeps it, runs up the middle, and is swallowed up by a swarm of Royal tacklers. Gains a couple there, not very many. And you do get a quick timeout here for the Royals.
That's not a typical. Don't usually see that out of the Eagles and Knicks there.
Yeah, I think you're trying to catch the Royals off guard. Try and send them with Vaughn.
Let's see here. We're not going to play the commercial, but do want to mention to consider coming on Monday to the volleyball game for Pack the Stands night. That's with Heroes, and we're going to have going to recognize different emergency personnel, fire, police, veterans, medical personnel, a lot of people in order to recognize them between the JV and varsity contests before just to serve for their service in our community. So, and then tomorrow the volleyball team, middle school volleyball team, is playing in the county tournament. The boys tennis team is also playing in the county tournament at Mount Vernon. I think they're both at Mount Vernon. And the cross-country teams are at Blackford tomorrow. So good luck to all of them. And the cheerleaders with the Royal Rumble here at Eastern Hancock at 10 a.m.
You got Nix in the backfield again. Toss to Pimentel to the outside. He's got a seam. It's going to be close. The ref wasn't on the goal line. Edge is trying to get a timeout, and he can't do it. Oh, he's not happy he didn't get a timeout immediately. He's trying to save as much time as possible.
Timeout Royals.
Got some words happening between the referee and the coaching staff here.
The combination of a couple things.
Yeah. Frustrating when it's this close and you're trying to do all you can.
And this is a school that we just have not performed very well against.
Yeah.
And so, in fact, I think the closest match game, I keep saying match, closest game was 17 points. So
yeah,
this is
yeah, you feel like you're right there.
Yep.
So that'll bring up 4th and short for the Eagles. See if the Royal defense can't come up with something here and try and keep them out. They'll have to drive the length of the field if they do get the stop, though. Nix takes a snap, handoff straight up the gut to Pimentel. They get to him. There is a flag.
There's a flag.
But it looks like he's short, so it depends on what the flag is if we get another play here for the Eagles or not. I'm trying to see what our sideline ref is signaling to the referee.
Not offsides. Okay.
I'm not quite sure what the heck that is, but the Royals come up with the stop. They're going to decline the penalty, and they'll be on their own 1-yard line, and they'll have to drive 99 yards in a minute 13 with one time. Should be no timeouts left, right? They just took that last one. With no timeouts to try and come away with a win here. Coach Etch is going to gather his guys real quick on the sideline before he sends them out. Give them one last pep talk. Minute 13 left for the Royals to come away with a win here. Why is the ball all the way out on the 15?
Good question.
Well, I suppose if that was against the offense there, then the flag. Like I said, I'm not.
Maybe it's after the.
Yeah, I'm
play.
not quite sure what that flag was. I'll have to ask my very intelligent
Ray,
ref sources.
He's raising his hand over there. I think. I would like an explanation.
Yeah. Right, because if you accept the penalty, you keep the ball on offense. So the ball should be on the 1 yard line here. You can't get the ball and then accept the penalty afterwards. That's not really how that works. So you should see, they're going to give them an extra yard even. So I really think the ball should be on the 1 here. But I am not going to argue with, hold on. Yeah. It seems Coach Ray has
finally got their attention.
Yeah, I think got everything. I think
I don't understand this at all. So I will mention, someone mentioned the field looks nice. I agree. I think it's at this point of the season, it looks as good as it's ever looked. And we've had a decent amount of rain. We have a sprinkler system. And the mowing looks really good as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as the year goes on, I think it just continues to get better. Yep. Once the sprinkler system was put in, it was a little rough there during the jamboree with all the, you could still see where they were putting stuff in, but at this point it looks really good. Hats off to everybody who takes care of it.
So some of our viewers are also confused by what's going on. So now they're saying we decline. Okay,
we declined the penalty.
Now we're declining it.
So we get the ball where it ended up. Right.
Which is what we originally thought.
That is how that should work. Correct. Unless it was something after the play, like you had said, and then it is tacked on. Right. But I don't think it was. It was just something that happened during the play. We declined it. We should get the ball at the 1.
And the flag was thrown pretty early there.
So expect the Royals to work the sideline here, have a 2-minute drill ready. Obviously they have less than 2 minutes, but they do have a chance. Quick out route. Ooh, just outside of Manship's outstretched hand. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Good pass protection, though, for Eden. He has plenty of time to get there. Just a little bit far. Like I said, you're really going to want to work those sidelines. Edon takes a snap, looking to this sideline, takes Bowman.
Yep.
And Bowman's able to pick up a good chunk of yards and get out of bounds.
About 6 yards.
Nice little out route there for Bowman. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
Last week, if you watched last week, we were literally in a similar situation, and we scored on the play as the time was expiring. So going to need a little more of that magic. He's going to go deep to Manship, and there's
the flag.
And well done there by Manship.
Yeah, I don't want to say that he didn't hold him, but I think that was a pretty good job by Manship to help sell it as well.
Yes.
So
I did not.
His Tony will be in the mail, and he will be receiving that on Monday.
I did not hit the replay because I didn't want to show anybody that. Because he's, why are they not moving here? Did they wave it?
He's just got to mark it off from where they started. So it's just taking him a while to get the ball all the way back to the ref.
So that's a big play because that's going to be a first down.
Yep, brings up a first down and gets them off their own goal line.
Clock stopped.
Not that you have a ton of pressure coming right now from the Eagles, but still, being on your own goal line is never the doesn't instill the most confidence in you. So
probably opens up to a little bit more play calling too.
Yeah. Edon takes a snap. Manship with the comeback. Catches and gets out of bounds. Another good play by the Royals. Does put the clock under a minute with 56 seconds left, but another first down for the Royals, and they're driving. A good route there by Manship. Looked like he was really selling the deep route and then puts his foot in the ground and comes back. Good throw by Edon. There's 2 guys over there. It's pretty tight coverage. for having one guy over there by himself. But kudos to both guys for making the throw and the catch there. Same formation. We got Rubo on the right wing motioning to the left. And we got to roll out to the left. A lot of pressure and nothing happening there. We got to get back down to the ball. 53 there. Tyler Marsh on a big sack for the Eagles. Royals have to hurry back and get back to the ball. Clock is running, and there's no way to stop it. 44 seconds left. Royals need to go here. Wasting a lot of clock, just thinking. Shot down the middle. Ooh, and through the hands of Bowman and a couple of Eagles defenders there. Incomplete pass brings up third and a good 20. I don't know what our scoreboard says, but it's not definitely not 3rd and 10. It's closer to 3rd and 20, maybe even a little bit more. Good throw there. Just can't fully grasp it, but a good look and good option there. You're definitely in 4-down territory, so we got 2 more downs. Just trying to get some more yards back here, so you're not trying to pick up 20 on 1 down.
You can't lose yards or get sacked.
Yeah, got to get out of bounds still. Exactly. Flag, and we got a false start. Just trying to get off a little early. I'm not quite sure who, but just a little fast on the goal there. Back the Royals up another 5 yards, brings up a 3rd and very long. Royals completely spread. QB still in the backfield now. QB steps up to block. Edon with time.
Get out. Well, that's
tackled in bounds, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Going to have to get a call in quick and a snap. 20 seconds left on the clock, and it's running. Royals get back to the ball. Eagles are still scrambling a little bit. Snap gets off. Got to pick up about 14 or 15. Ball's just chucked in the air. It's aloft, and it's incomplete.
That's going to be it. Just 2 seconds remaining. Turnover on downs. Heritage Christian crowd and fans over there celebrating. But the Royals battled through this whole matchup. And
yeah, so this is a potential sectional matchup that you might see later on in the year. So one that I'm sure the Royals would be looking forward to if they got the chance. Heritage takes the knee, and that will be the game.
So the Royals lose 24-20 to Heritage Christian. That's the 8th consecutive loss to the Eagles. But I don't want to think moral victories, but this is a
step in the right direction,
yes,
if you will.
This was the closest loss of all of those. So let's see here. I think I got that up to date. And just kind of looking at the game, we have any candidates for the player of the game?
I would argue that Elijah Edon, had a lot of good tough carries, took a lot of shots on passes that he threw deep, and then was able to scramble and deal with a completely new center. Not that Braden Hill did a bad job tonight, but having that familiar guy back there is definitely something new that you have to learn how to deal with. So
I think one that I had in mind as a candidate was Rubel. Rubel, I thought Rubel's best game of the year.
Yeah.
He broke some tackles that I don't think he was breaking earlier in the year, and making some catches that he wasn't making in the earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So, and then I thought the defense was overall, they were put in some tough situations a few times, and I thought they got us out of it. And so I was trying to think of a defender that kind of stuck in my head to acknowledge.
Gabe Johnson was everywhere on the field tonight. He flew around and forced the Eagle offense to be uncomfortable a lot of times. So if you were going to give one to the Royal defense, I would think Gabe Johnson would be up there.
Right, and then we had just thinking of some other defenders too. Was the interception by Bowman was
Great
a huge interception there. Play one-handed and looked like Sloan was going to get it, and we stopped him. And then the interception by
Shelby down here in the end zone
also was a big play by the defense. So I don't know. I don't think we normally give it to a defender, and so I'm thinking of one of those. So I think we'll go with Gabe Johnson.
Yeah.
So Gabe Johnson defensively played pretty well tonight, so he's going to be our Paxton Farm Sweet Corn Player of the game. And I think we have Coach Knight here. I don't know how we have it for our post game. Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Tough one. 2 weeks in a row, tough games. But this is a pretty good team. And this is a team potential team we're going to see again. So what'd you think of tonight?
I thought we were really, really close to getting over the top against these guys, and I'm incredibly frustrated right now.
Yeah. I know you have that team that you're right there, and it's just you could take a couple plays and switch it around, and I think it could go the other way, the scoreboard. But I thought Rubel, I mentioned that just now. I thought Rubel actually had probably his best game offensively tonight. He made some tough catches, and he broke some tackles that I don't think he was breaking earlier in the season. And he seemed to be more on the perimeter and not in the middle as much, I noticed as well. But I thought he played pretty well.
He did a really nice job. There was a lead block on our on that touchdown drive we had coming out of halftime that he was the lead guy, and he just drove his guy out of there. And then I think he made the touchdown catch a play or two after that. And you're right, he was breaking tackles. That was as aggressive as I've seen him running the ball, which was really cool for a big guy. And he was legging out. I don't know how long the one he had that he didn't score on, it had to have been all 50 yards or something. But yeah, he did a really nice job.
And that's the Rubel that we were kind of hoping to see this season, all games.
Yep.
And so it was kind of good to see him come out like that tonight. So next week, rivalry week, and it's the Plowshare and Anvil game. And you usually don't have a hard time getting the kids motivated for that game.
No. No, and coming off this again, another one that went right down to the wire is I hope we can get their focus. And it's, I don't think Knightstown has been down the last couple of years. I don't think they're as bad as people might think they are. They've got some young kids who are playing, and so we've got to make sure that we're focused, or they may, shock us in a bad way. So I think we'll have their attention, and that will be fun. Chance to win a trophy. I think it's senior night too, maybe.
Yes, I think it is. Yep.
So a lot of stuff going on for the kids. So
or is it Hall of Fame?
Maybe it's Hall of Fame too.
Hall of Fame and senior night. I think it's all of it.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch going on.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right. All right, so we're gonna kind of wrap things up, and I think our camera got turned off. I didn't pay attention. Guess that could have been bad. So as you can see there, the Royals pretty balanced scoring throughout the game, and I got match stuck in my head.
Tough third quarter there for the Royals.
Yeah.
Just a couple of stalled drives, and the Eagles controlled the ball for most of it. So just a tough one to swallow, but
and I think as Coach Knight mentioned, I think this is usually you don't have, if you can't get up to play at Knightstown, then you I don't know if you're a real Eastern Hancock Royal. So you got to be ready to play. I don't care what records are. there's a chance to take a lot of photos afterwards, and I know the kids like to do that, and with the trophy, and you like to say that you kept it. I know we've had it for a few years here in a row,
I believe.
So you know that you like to see, say that you kept it your entire high school career or whatever. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, anyways, we're gonna cut out with some commercials. The Royals lose 24-20 to the Heritage Christian Eagles, and they fall to 2-2, and the Eagles move to 3-1 on the season. We will see you next time. Good night.
One thing I love about 9-Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. Encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9-Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is
9-Star is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.